Testing, testing. Alright, loud and clear right off the bat. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to another stream of Fate Grand Order. Today, we're going to be continuing Lost Belt 3. And coming up on a very powerful moment in Lost Belt 3, if I'm remembering any of this correctly. So, I hope you will enjoy that. So, why don't we go ahead and hop into it. Last time, we arrived in Lost Belt 03, and it is China. We have not found an antidote right away, but let's be honest, we weren't expecting to. Some monsters from other Lost Belts have, for some reason, quote-unquote, some reason, cough quaid guy, decided to set up shop here and terrorize the villages. So, you know, that sucks. We fought the Cryptor twice already and her servant, Prince of Lung Ling. So, yeah, that's how that was going. We beat them both times without real issue, to be honest. And they're preparing another attack with Shang Yu. So, we'll have to face him soon. But before that, we went to clear out the monster nest. And that's where we left off, in the middle of that fight. Technically, there was one node left on that story bit that I think will wrap it up. So, let's go ahead and hop into it. Oh, also, we summoned Mordred, Jinkei, and Spartacus for the support, or for, to help us out. Yeah, words. I know them, I swear. The Unatrix sensors are picking up an impossible amount of magical energy up ahead. Don't tell me it's a Deviltron. No, far stronger. And unless my instruments are completely broken, there's two of them. I mean, we finally found the boss? I'm not sure. Their spirit origin patterns tell me there must be a demonic beast. Or more, they're almost identical to the data from the Denotrons and the Fire Giants we fought before. But the sheer amount of magical energy they possess is insane. On top of that, the reading's still going up. Holy, did you hear that? What an awful sound! Think those monsters we fought earlier came here to feed? Just so I'm certain I understand, Miss Caroline. You said the Ordertrix sensors picked up two signals. Yes, that's right. No, really two. Where did all the other demonic beasts go? It reeks in here. Can't believe these things. Indeed, they're eating their own kind! The Donatrons eating the Kerchaks, and Musipos eating the other giants. This is an ample predicament for cannibalism in the natural world. We certainly never saw this happening in either Russia or Scandinavia. Furthermore, if this is the source of their increased magical energy you noticed, then these are no ordinary predators. To gain the strength of those they consume this quickly, they would have to be soul eaters. And they had the ones we were fighting retreat so that... Yes, most likely was to make these two more powerful for the final battle. Though it remains unclear whether those two gave the order to retreat themselves, or if those who retreated did so of their own accord. Looks like they're done with their meal. And they're looking at us like we're dessert. One less for me. Reminds me of the demonic beast we fought in Uruk. I thought so too, Master. These demonic beasts must really hate humans. Not sure about the significance of that, but we need to worry about it later. We won't really know the significance of that until Tungsta. Right now, it's time to get rid of these demonic beasts once and for all. Your orders, please, Master. Let's beat their ass. Simple orders, straightforward. No. How shall we go about this? Looks like we can Bargath Brave Chain right away. Awesome. Let's do that. Sure, we don't have the power of the sun. But beggars can't be choosers. Returns to a single ally, increase attack. And for all beast ally sailors. One time, 3 turns. I don't think I'll be able to trigger her Noble Phantasm in 3 turns time. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. No, he's able to do poison. Ah. You know what? Let's trigger it. There we go. That's a alright start. Alright, Bargath, go in again. They just keep targeting her. Sucks. Alright, let's trigger this. Boom, boom. Yeah, follow up with more of that. Thank you, little elementary, my dear ones. Yeah, just I thought I wasn't able to trigger her thing in those 3 turns. Shame. Oh well. Nothing for it, nothing for it. Oh wait, shit, he's got an old Phantasm, I should have sealed it. None of us are weak to it, but still. Oh shit. Quince guy's down. Oh! And Bargath bit the dust. Oh dear. Yeah, I should have sealed the Noble Phantasm. Alright. Make me deal with this shit. Alright. Looking her over. Not gonna seal him yet. That'll be next turn, if I let him live. Let's do this. Alright, Himiko. Your time to shine. Jesus Christ. Himiko, was that a 200k on a single face card? What the fuck? Girl's like, nah, fuck it, we ball. Don't even worry about that Noble Phantasm. I'm about to delete his ass. Kicked him so hard in the shins he exploded.
Both hostiles are down. There are no other threats here.
I guess that's that then.
I'm afraid not, given that we're still no closer to finding Queen Skya. I believed it was possible that she may be the one training these demonic beasts. The evidence is, yet, inconclusive. I never thought I'd see a demonic beast cooperating like this!
Yeah, I was so sure we could find Queen Skya here controlling them.
She is the one who brought the creatures here, right?
I believe that's a safe assumption, given the lack of alternative suspects. We still don't know why she set them free after doing so.
Huh? What do you mean?
Take a look at these piles of bones, Miss Kiwalai. These beasts have been devouring their kin since well before today. They've been sending their runs to the litter, so to speak, out to hunt, then stealing their magical energy for themselves. As ecologies go, it resembles the dead apostles. So no ordinary species would depend on such a twisted survival or strategy. These beasts had no other choice. They desperately need to find a way to survive after being completely cut off from their proper habitat.
I don't remember the Junta or Kerchaks being able to directly convert their prey into magical energy before.
They may have been forced to learn this ability to cope with the massive change in environment. Perhaps Queen Skya gave it to them in another form of enhancement. If that's so, then the larger question remains, why would she go through all the trouble just to have them fend for themselves now?
What a strange woman. Honestly, I have no idea what she could be thinking.
I was hoping to find evidence of her motives, but unfortunately the trail's gone cold once again. I can only surmise that she has her own reasons for traveling between lost belts, a formidable foe. Are you alright, boy?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just over here watching anyways. You guys really are strong. I was scared. Couldn't even speak. Sorry I wasn't more helpful.
Then your crowd and watching over others is a show of your strength and bravery on its own, boy. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Thanks. Shinkai, what are you doing?
Well, you guys said these things could be brewed into decent booze, right? Not usually one for cutting up monster corpses, but if there's booze to be found, is this it?
I see. These secondary glands. Yes, if they could be preserved them properly, I imagine Da Vinci could make whatever it is within drinkable. We certainly did plenty of toxin extraction in Russia after all, I must say though. Between you and that servant who drinks everything in sight, I confess I struggle to understand.
Servant that drinks everything in sight. Are you talking Sutendoji or someone else?
How can you still be hungry after seeing that? It doesn't matter what you still look like, Sir Detective. There are few things sweeter to a warrior than a victory toast.
This way we'll have a nice souvenir to bring back to the village. Of course, neither Senpai nor I are drinking age, but that aside.
Come on, let's go back. White Cavalry heroine, the best in the land.
Amidst the flowers of a jug of wine I pour alone. Lacking companionship, so raising the cup I invite the moon, and turn my shadow which makes thriftless. Wow, lady, you got a beautiful voice. That's a girl. I mean, I wasn't sure, so I've been giving them a man's voice, but... Okay. Thanks, Farmer A. What does that mean? Well, it means if you're ever drinking by yourself among the flowers, you still have one companionship if you toast to the moon and your shadow. You know how when you're taking a walk at night, you look up, see the moon, find yourself craving a drink? Don't you think it makes the alcohol all the sweeter? I never had alcohol before, but I do like the moon. It's pretty. I know what you mean. Hard to put into words, but there's something mysterious about it. So what, you always go drink in the flower fields like that whenever the moon's out? Not me, silly. It was a man named Levi. Not to say I don't follow his lead now and then. Wait, you said Levi. Yeah, I was doing this moon gazing alone, right? How'd you hear what he said? Were you spying on him or something? No, of course, he was alone. I just learned how he drank and how he felt in that moonlit flower field later on through his poems. So this Levi guy told you about it later then? No, I never met him. I read his poems well after he first wrote it down. Many others had copied it. Wrote down? Yes, writing, you know. Uses symbols to convey language. Come on. You guys aren't cave people, are you? Actually, we're kind of cave people. Oh, god damn it. Let you Why are we having to explain basic writing to these guys? Guys, language should be something you know. Even if none of you can write, the concept of it shouldn't have disappeared. Let you record your own thoughts, ideas, and experiences for others to read, even if they live long after you've died. That sounds awesome. I want to try that. That's great. There's a ton of characters, but it's not so bad if you just learn a few at a time. I know. Why don't we start with something simple? Like the ones for father and mother. Father? Mother? What's that? Okay, kid. Who do you live with? I'm sorry, does he not have parents? Parents? What are those? Oh my goodness, they're all so fucking dumb. Do you guys just sprout out of the ground? I think she probably means whose womb we're born from. See, he's closer. Thanks again, Farmer A. You're being weirdly helpful, even if you don't quite get it. Yeah, I can figure out who I was born from. When I was born from counting backwards, I don't know who might have been pregnant the year before. Yeah, how the hell are we supposed to remember something like that? I guess you guys just don't have familial units? Then who raises the children? We all do. The kids have questions, or Spree teaches them to till the fields. How lucky we are to have a heavenly hipper watching over us. That's nice and all, but like, you guys don't keep track of who gives birth to who. That seems like it could be a problem. Oh, and someone teaches them how babies are made when they're old enough. See? Yeah, the people who do the baby making for said thing. Those are parents. I see, so that's how things work here. Well, there are characters for everything, including things you see every day. So why don't we start with the ones for light and earth? Okay.
Ah, how tragic! The world's people have had their minds shackled and forced to live as slaves under a yoke of illiteracy. This is oppression! It is information warfare of a wholly different kind. I'll do whatever I must to throw off these chains.
Must be nice being a civet, never had to worry about anything. Never more than excessively empathizing with these people tightens the noose around our own necks. There's a lost bet when he defeat its cryptor, chop down its tree of emptiness, and cut off its future by sending it back to the pruning theoretical phenomenon. So all this will only leave you feeling guilty when it comes time for that.
then you better not let off not showing these people any kindness at all. Now, if you don't care about any of that and simply enjoy meeting new people, then knock yourself out. I'm not so simple-minded. I'm well aware that there's only so much stress I can take.
Didn't we have this conversation, Gordoff?
You're wrong. Oppressor who had never known oppression.
What was that?
Vanquishing an opponent after you've helped keep them weak is only another form of oppression. People deserve freedom.
Spartacus?
It is only when they have things with which to fight and hope for the future that competition may begin. I am, of course, Taramasu's servant. As such, I'll do everything I can to fight for proper human history. That will never change. But as a man who honors people's pride, I must also say this. We cannot just assume proper human history is the only one that deserves to survive.
Have you lost your mind, man? No, what, you're a berserker. Must be your madness and has been speaking.
I said, don't let him get to you. I was just all fired up after sighting how cowardly all these people are. They might be talking more than usual, but he's still just saying the same shit he always does. Zackers can't understand him, can't change him.
Humans must ever move forward in search of a better future. Master Taramasu, you've yet to become an oppressor. Pay close attention to this world and how its people live their lives. You must see for yourself whether it is they or we are fit to inherit humanity's future. Just as we fight against all destruction, so too should they have fangs and claws of their own, and wish to raise against destiny's oppression. Our justice can only be attained when two opposing rebellions clash.
Do you think we should step aside for them?
The coming battle will determine that. Once it has, that is when I will take up my sword in rebellion. But if it happens that true human dignity is to be found here in this lost belt, then I shall bend my knee in service to China. Should that come to pass, the souls of those here, they must not still be bound by the chains of oppression. They are to inherit the hopes and dreams of our proper human history, and must teach them about poetry and our feelings. So please, do not admonish Jinkei for her actions.
Well, I cannot quite agree with everything Spartacus has said here. There is certainly no harm in being on good terms with locals. I cannot imagine Miss Jinkei could merely stand by idly either. Seeing these people toil away in illiteracy under her Qin Shi Hong, whose rule cannot have set well with her. Why not let her help them if she so wishes?
He'd be happy that way too.
Mind this nice man or not, seems you're still Eric Spirit, not sure about sharing your opinion either. You know, I once looked up to the indomitable gladiator Spartacus myself back when I was a lad, but never mind that. Can't help but notice it's been 2 days since we got here, and we're no closer to finding an antidote. We still got time, right? Right?
As requested, Your Imperial Majesty have determined who I think will lead our best 2 warriors and brought them back to Mount Lee. So I see. Well done, Captain. The first is Qin Ling Yu, the fearsome general who hails from Chongqing and of Szechuan. Ah yes, the woman who commands the White Cavalry. It's a great honor to serve as your spear and shield again, Your Imperial Majesty. We have such vivid recollections of how gallantly you fought in the Bozhao Rebellion. We cannot think of none better than you to fight in defense of our empire. You're too kind, Your Imperial Majesty. Now that I have been reawakened after such a long time sleeping, I should ask for nothing better than the help of hold your reign for another 10,000 years. Excellent. We'll hold you to that. Our empire faces an unpredictable threat. Use your mastery of the Ash Spear to disperse the clouds looming over our land. I will, Your Imperial Majesty.
Next, I brought you a strategist. I gave it a lot of thought and decided to go with the most loyal retainer, one who served you longer than anyone else.
Hello again, Your Imperial Majesty, it's me. Wait, no. No. That face, no, he's getting the most reggae voice. Hello again, Your Imperial Majesty. Me, Hong Xin, your faithful right-hand man.
Oh, our most distinguished Hong Xin. We may have many heroes at our disposal on Mount Lee. A few who knew us before we obtained this holy vessel. We are a living witness to Qin's military history.
So I'm guessing you woke up to fight another war? Where are we invading this time? The desert? The ocean? No, wait. Don't tell me. The moon!
We don't talk about the moon.
Why not?
Don't worry about it. No, our war of conquest is long since complete. Your leadership in the Arctic War was crucial to defeating the Aztec Republic. Our last great enemy, the Habsburg Empire, succumbed to economic sanction. The world has long been at peace.
Aww. I mean, that's wonderful to hear, Your Imperial Majesty. Who doesn't love peace? It's still a peaceful world. It's like a tidy room. It's bound to get dusty eventually.
Indeed, so I'm counting on you to handle the cleanup once again.
By the way, how's science progressed since the last time I was awake? Any new weapons I should know about?
Ah yes, with the exception of our Royal Guard, supervisor defending the fields. We've retired most of our flesh and blood soldiers. The bulk of our army is now comprised of automated mechanical soldiers.
Mechanical soldiers? This is huge! We won't have to keep them fed or rested, or if one breaks, we can just repair it and send it back to the field. Oh, this changes everything! Possibilities are endless. New strategies, new tactics. It's enough to make my head spin.
Nishan, while you are much too unusual to call a genius, tactical or otherwise, there's nothing but respect for your talent. Make full use of your strategic cunning. Return with another victory to your name.
Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. You're too kind.
Oh my, his expression just as unique as the room suggested. No wonder Lord Han Xin is such a decorated general.
Wonderful. For these two, the Empire's defenses should be airtight.
Really? I'm just popping in, so y'all know I exist still. Let's bring in Spartacus. Shin Yu just fired another rocket. It looks like... Or Shin Yang. Just fired another rocket. It looks like it's aimed straight at us, just like the first one. Thinks this one's more supplies for Hinako? I doubt it. I'm guessing it's either a direct attack, or it's carrying soldiers that can handle a rough ride, like when Akuta and the prince first showed up.
Given that this civilization has produced humanoid mechanical soldiers, there's no telling what could be coming next. That said, there's been something strange about this lost boat from the very beginning.
Really? What is it?
When Kodak and Ophelia came to fight with their servants, they tended to bide their time, waiting for us to be weakened by other enemies. But Akuta hardly waited for a moment before coming after us. Why do you think that is?
Guess there's no one else who could fight.
That would seem to be the foremost possibility. Especially since this world is so peaceful, as people are completely unfamiliar with the concept of war. It may well be that this Lost Belt's ruler has no military force capable of engaging servants.
Makes sense to me. Standing armies are nothing more than walking money pits. Keeping one around without an enemy to fight just wouldn't make sense.
And there is no army here. This Lost Belt will be all the easier to deal with. While we should refrain from getting our hopes up, I believe we're about to see Shenyang's first attack. Sen.
I think that's a typo.
Sen's Akuta.
Is that supposed to be sense? Oh.
This battle will tell us a great deal about this world's military strength.
Or is it like supposed to be without Akuta? Oh, hard to tell. Here comes the rocket, guys. Watch the impact. What's in the pot I'm waiting for to land? We know it's got enemies on it, right, Master? So why don't we just smash the thing out the sky? That is quite something you'd say. Alright, go ahead. Use your noble phantasm. This is the evil sword to destroy my father! Clear blood Arthur! Here, yeah, nailed it! It's not over yet. We're still picking up magical energy signals. Something's coming out of the wreckage. Gauging temperature, evaluating magical energy release, threat level, minimal. Oh, okay.
Gauging temperature relief, or gauging temperature, evaluating magical energy release, threat level minimal, targets located.
Is that a person or is that a person or a horse? Whatever he is, he's definitely not human. What's with these readings? These magical energy patterns closer to an automaton than a servant, but his values are off the chart. This guy's got to be as powerful as a dragon-class demonic beast. What?
I'm quite sure about that, Da Vinci. Certainly he is an automaton and not a living creature.
Trust me, I couldn't believe my eyes either. If he really is a machine, these readings don't make any sense at all.
You're starting to scare me. What's so strange about that anyways?
Unlike living organisms, machine output rises and falls based on operational parameters. No one would be so foolish as to fully open the throttle on one merely trying to leave the warehouse, right? All this to say, the enemy's still just warming up.
But if it's giving off this much magical energy while it's still warming up? That was one hell of a roar.
I trust you measured that waveform, Da Vinci.
Oh yes, we've been up against a number of opponents' massive amounts of magical energy before. But none of them took on such small forms. Retreat! Retreat! Oh crap, it's too late. Hang in there as best you can until we find a way to escape. Whatever you do, don't go toe-to-toe. Alright, buddy boy. Let's see what we can do. Oh, we're fighting under the sun. That's good. Let's start with a little bit of this. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's cast this. Boom, boom, boom. I think 1K is not half bad for a bronze servant. Way to go, dude.
何を今さら食いるというの。森は燃え地は砕く。その上で無自覚ならばあま晴れる。軍人のごとく我が炎に帰るがよい。あっそうしゃしか。
Alright, pop the guts. Spartacus is about to bite it, but that's okay. That's okay. And let's cast this on Barth now. And then we'll follow up with this. Awesome, awesome. Alright, Spartacus is down. Yumiko's up the bat. Gonna cast that on Bargith this turn. And then we'll go in with this. Bargith's Brain Chain with Buster. Ooh, that was some massive damage. Hell yeah, girl. Yeah, get his ass. Didn't even target Bargith. Okay. We still have Strong Eater active. No, okay. I'll have to recast it, which actually, I have skill cooldown reduction now. So let's do this. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. 終点と宵闇を映す水面よこの身に教訓を示したまえ青春かたどる苦音の鏡 Alright, one bar down. I'm going pretty well. I think this is the end of the fight. Yeah. They didn't expect me to perform that well. You know what? Hell yeah, guys. Y'all did great. Damn, he's tough.
Such devastating oppression! How can I not rush to meet it?
Watch yourself, Spartacus. You'll collie. Even you do ribbons if you just run in like a jackass.
I see So this is the extent of their capabilities.
Tiramisu, we got another servant headed this way. It looks like it's Okuda Hinako's Prince of Longling.
This is Bud. He joins forces with the Doppel now.
Why'd you go on the attack without us, Lord or Shen Yu? Shen Yu? Did he say Shen Yu?
I need to measure our opponent's abilities. That's all I can really do. I believe I've gained sufficient data. In this encounter, we can begin our strategy meeting. Let us go to camp. I will formulate a plan to lead us to a flawless victory.
Yes, Lord Shen Yu. Allow me to lead the way. They retreated, well... yeah, more like they let us go. It looks like that thing just stopped by to check us out.
Us to check us out? You're joking. That thug was far more powerful than our servants. What the hell was he?
Don't know, but he didn't even try to keep his true name secret. Shen Yu.
So that was Shen Yu, the Himamon king of the Western Shu, vied with Lu Mang, the founder of the Han Dynasty for control of China.
You're right, Lord Shen Yu.
I'm fine. It has been 2 million for 800,000 hours since I last engaged in combat. My chest functioned without issue.
I was hoping you'd never need to take up your swords again.
The Emperor decreed I must. Combat may not be my original function, but this frame has since been optimized for it. As such, it is imperative that I use it to destroy the Empire's enemies.
Yes, now that you're here, victory is all but assured.
So those were the Chaldeans. They hail from the same world as you do.
There are sworn enemies, invaders who threaten the Empire's peace and prosperity. Could never coexist with them. Goals and empires are fundamentally opposed.
I see. They did seem surprised to hear that name, Shen Yu. What you told me sounded impossible, but it seems it is really true. There truly is a history where I was known as Shen Yu.
That's right. A single wayward branch of history led to you being given that name, Shen Yu. And later generations know you as a human man.
Me, a human? How could something so bizarre come to be? No matter how many times you tell me, it never ceases to surprise me.
It's how much of China has rippled out with the rest of the world. The emperor had passed away after a normal lifespan. Enough. Merely imagining such things give us chills.
Quite, Your Imperial Majesty. My humblest apologies.
Oh, it's let me.
Enough. Merely imagining such a thing gives us chills. So tell us, how did you find your long-awaited return to the field of battle?
My calculations show a clear path to victory. Let us handle the particulars. And defeating the Chaldeans will be no trouble.
We see, still, one can never be too careful. I have given Jin Ling Yu a battalion center to join you. You will rendezvous with her and finish the enemy for good, ensuring a glorious victory for the Empire.
Wait, Your Imperial Majesty, as they say, cleverness has never been associated with long delays. Now that we have Lord Shen Yu with us, our victory is foregone conclusion. I think we should move to eliminate Chaldea as soon as possible. Surely you're just a Kuta. You've fled from them not once but twice. Your tactical insight, such as it is neither necessary nor welcome. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, please forgive my outburst. Good. You're not to make a move until Chen Lingyu arrives. Till then, you'll continue to monitor Chaldea. Sure they do not turn tail and run. As you wish. Alright, now to take them on. We'll choose Mordred. Okay, you said you learned something in your analysis, Holmes.
Thanks to the amazing automaton we recovered earlier, I believe I learned something. With Crown Prince and others' help, I examined their inner workings and...
Yes, they look like me. Their qualities, however, is most unfortunate. Their mechanisms only imitate my own. There is much degradation. It pales in comparison to great Tai Izunren's framed work. The Saints Tai Izunren and his lotus spirit, so then you think these soldiers use sage arts as a base instead of science. Even so, I suppose it is impressive that they work as well as they do with makeshift parts instead of jewels of the old sage world.
The key problem we face is that the centaur-like creature that the enemies call Shengyu. What did you make of the combat footage I showed you, Nessa?
Oh yes, this one is much more like I am than the clay dolls. I have not seen his interior, but I can say that much for certain. Many of his movements resemble my own style. Even though his form is so radically different than yours. I think those extra arms were bolted on later. His techniques still reflect a human-shaped body. If he had been made in that form, to start he would move much more naturally.
I see. A true martial artist's perspective proves most illuminating here.
To curb from Holmes, this is just a preliminary theory. But I think he was originally a humanoid patterned after my design, and that he became known as Shen Yun after many further modifications. In addition, we know that the other mechanical soldiers are much weaker thanks to their mechanisms made less complex.
Person he knows his body is made when the sage arts from the Shen dynasty lost long before the age of Qin. However, if in this world Shen Xiang managed to recover and gain an understanding of these arts, scientific progress consequently have evolved them into something wholly different from what they were in proper human history.
They could have also explained how the Emperor managed to become immortal here, and why this lost belt has such unusual technology.
There's no time to be annoying the handiwork. I should be asking ourselves what they're doing.
For some reason, they haven't made a move. They've just been monitoring us from their camp. I'm 2 kilometers away. My guess is that they're waiting for something.
The silence is rather unnerving. For the moment, I asked Mr. Masoon to take the servants and remain on standby.
How dare they treat tyrants in work with less respect than it is due. When next we meet, I will show them the power of my fire tip spear. Don't make me have to cut a bitch.
What the hell was that monster? I think we handled him pretty well, to be honest.
Couldn't believe how strong he was.
Yeah, he wasn't just some muscle-head dumbass either. So, strength actually. David saw if you're faster and more skilled than your stronger opponent, you can still kick his ass all up and down the yard. But that guy was, how do I put this?
His eyes were as cold as ice, as far cry from the mighty of battlefield. They're the eyes of an oppressor if ever I've seen them. He must be defeated no matter the cost.
Yeah, he was freakishly cold-headed, like he was just calmly assessing all every move.
Felt like it was predicting exactly what we would do, and what we'd need to do to avoid every attack. Very creepy. It was well beyond martial arts. It was also strange the Prince of Langling calls him Shen Yu. If Shen Shihong's really alive, still alive, I suppose it's not too strange that Shen Yu might be too, since they lived at the same time.
Yeah, they might have both been alive back then. That thing we fought today wasn't even human.
For that matter, why would Shen Yu be a general working under the Qin Emperor? I mean, I only learned about this myself once I became a servant. But Shen Yu was a central figure in the rebellion that destroyed the Qin dynasty after Qin and Shi Hong died, right? I heard he competed with Liu Bang, the guy who went on to create the Han dynasty for control of China.
Okay, let's say you always want to fight. With someone like that just bend the knee and so Qin always making obedient.
I'm afraid I got even more bad news. There's a new army headed this way, and not by the rocket this time. These readings are right. It looks like they're on a wheeled transport. More reinforcements from Shenyang, huh? Yep, and the fact that they're traveling by land means they aren't just mechanized soldiers. This is a real flesh and blood army, led by an actual human general. This mean Akuta's been waiting to rendezvous with them? Probably. I guess they plan to end this by combining their armies to absolutely crush us.
We are what, 8 people? Actually, let's count the people that we can fight that they're having to rouse entire armies of people to try and beat us. We have Holmes and Da Vinci. We have Spartacus, Mordred, and Jinkei. We have Mash, and we have Neza. We are like... We have 7 servants and like a good handful of humans, a lot of them off screen, but like I'm the only one who's actually doing the combat related magic stuff. I don't think we'd hardly fill an elementary school classroom in a rural area is my point.
The overwhelm us with sheer numbers will have no way of fighting back. Certainly a rather dire predicament.
I can't even run away. There's no way we could hide this wide open field.
And we should make the first move ourselves. Mordred, can you hit him with your noble phantasm from here?
Oh right, I can do that. Go, sword beam!
I mean, it won't get the biggest guys, but it'll get the small fries.
Are you mad, you fool? Not here to formulate strategy, especially not without asking me. So you saw for yourself how frightening these strong Shang Yu's monsters. Take it first, be far too reckless. Can't even retreat from this lost building. We can always retreat from this lost building if necessary. Oh, wait, I know be killed if we do that. We have to find a way to hold our ground. Then again, that Shang Yu robot scares the hell out of me. What is it anyway? Some kind of living storm?
I see our self-proclaimed commander is pretty routed too. Yes, it might be reckless to go on the offensive now, but if we just wait around for the reinforcements to get here, we won't have a prayer. We should challenge that storm again. Nothing else, a chance to chip away at the enemy's forces. You always so calm and collected, Jinkei. You think making the first move's the way to go, then we might just have a chance. Alright, let's go on the attack. But be warned, I'm going to be keeping an even closer eye on TerraPursuit's vitals than usual. Remember, we didn't come to China just so you could burn yourself out. You need to be real careful. Hey, long as we take care of the business before TerraPursuit gets water, and then it's all good, right?
Either way, if we just stand here and wait for reinforcements, we'll run out of options eventually. I say we strike now, while the rebellion is hot.
Alright, let's do our best, Master. What? They got on the attack!
That's right. The Master of Chaldea and her servants are charging in like fools!
This is perfect. Not even the Emperor would stop us from engaging invaders.
I was sure about this. We could still remain on the defensive until reinforcements arrive.
No, the sooner we finish them off, the better. You're more than strong enough for that, Lord Shinyu.
Very well then, I will do my best.
I will join you. I'm a modern king of Western Shu. Be an honor to fight beside such a legendary hero.
This time we're going to obliterate Chaldea and their master. Don't leave so much as a trace of them behind.
Just running in Leroy Jenkins! Every now. Let's see. Ooh. Alright. We can start with this. Alright, next. Ooh, next I can rip off those buffs of his. Boom, boom, and then hit him with the tungsten drive. Hell yeah. Alright, Mordred's almost down, so you're probably gonna have to do any all-out assault this turn, girl. Let's go with this. Alright. Now, give you this. And go in. Black Dog Galatane. Alright, Mordred's down. And then let's do this. Trigger this. And then this. And then this. You are non-damaging NP. So let's just focus on eliminating your buffs here. Boom, boom, boom. Hell yeah. Okay, you also give damage cut, don't you? Alright. Gonna invuln you. And invuln you. Alright, then we can go in and use... Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I should use the Vargas one first. That way I get a bit more damage on. Might have defeated Queen Sky. Yep, yeah, I did. Alright, Queen Sky's dead. Alright, next. And then give you that. Alright, yeah, we can just keep ripping into them. Okay, there's no Morgan thing, so we can activate that without worry. And then, yes, we're gonna do this. No brave chain, but we're gonna buster it the fuck up. Boom, bitch. Oh, that was it. That's all we needed to do. Awesome. Should probably put mash in the anchor. Shit, the enemy reinforcements are almost here. Guess we were too late. That's enough. Both sides, lay down your arms. Huh? What? But we almost got them! Stand down, Okute Hinako. The Emperor commands it. What's the meaning of this, Your Majesty? I thought you were singing in League, or Jin Yun and her army's reinforcements. Indeed I was. I ordered her to find Akuto and Chaldea, and lend her aid to whichever side was losing. You're kidding me! You're still being merciful to Chaldea. How many times do I have to tell you those barbarians are a threat to your entire empire? Barbarians, is it? Ain't you forgotten what we told you? As far as we're concerned, you and Akuto are every bit as barbaric as those Chaldeans. Be that as it may, I'm beginning to get a clear picture of matters here. The quarrel between you, Akuto, and Chaldea has nothing at all to do with us. We merely hope to use our territory as a stage to settle this quarrel. So we are taking our time to assess both our allies and enemies, determine who truly benefits our empire, and who's merely a useless interloper. Well, of course, Akuto and I have been useful to you, right, Your Majesty? We came here to serve the Empire in its hour of need. Oh yes, that reminds us. What is this dire threat our Empire faces? Is it the Chaldeans, who stumbled in like drunkards? The invasion? Is it an invasion of Shenyang, my capital city? What say you, Hong Jin? No, Your Majesty, Your Imperial Majesty, the area that poses the greatest threat to the Empire lies outside the massive impenetrable storm. I speak, of course, the entire rest of the world, as it is now cut off from your Imperial Majesty's blessing.
And what is currently our most pressing need?
That would be gathering information about the world outside the storm. And not by taking a stranger's word, but by sending out our soldiers you know and trust.
Good. Precisely what we planned. We'd expect no less from one of our most loyal retainers. Very well. How might we go about sending soldiers in the storm to investigate? I'm down. It's one who come here on their own won't be much help. Whatever ability that would come from this world is most likely something they can only use on themselves. One of the most recent arrivals in our domain.
The Chaldeans seen across the storm by using some kind of strange vehicle. So, if we had that vehicle, we could be able to do the same, theoretically. Well, we would still need to learn how to use the vehicle, if not how it was built and how it functions, but once we do, it could serve to transport the Empire's armies to the world outside.
This Emperor's good. That's a surprising amount of clarity about the big and small pictures. There you have it. Chaldea has much more valuable bargaining chip neither you or Kuta. If you wish to negotiate with us, we offer something of far greater value. Twins income upon it. My name is Queen Skya. Are you sure you aren't doing this on purpose, Your Imperial Majesty? Of course. We thought we were doing you a kindness, and you would surely dislike being called by the name you deserve. Or would you prefer we forego all conclusions and call you Daji, Fox Woman? Pardon me. If you don't mind. How? He was completely unarmed. You grossly underestimate our intelligence, as well as our Imperial Guard proficiency in Kung Fu. We are almost offended. Sir, we thought this wouldn't be the same China she enjoyed toying with as she pleased. Now then, let us begin our negotiations anew. Hello there, loyal soldiers and people of Chaldea. We trust you can hear our voice.
Who said that? I think it came from Mash's shield.
The voice of an empire is heard by all citizens, no matter where they may be. Find them just as surely as the sun's rays. In this case, merely focusing a magnetic beam upon this gold shield, therefore causing it to vibrate. We could use anything of sufficient rigidity. We assume you prefer your skulls not rattled directly. Voice of an empire, what does that mean? We're prepared to hand over this Queen something or another person you have been seeking so desperately.
You mean Queen Skya?
Correct. However, in exchange, you must agree to let us examine that vehicle of yours in detail. Accept this condition, we'll guarantee your safe conduct in these lands. None will dare threaten you while you are under our protection. What? Your Imperial Majesty, what are you saying? Akute Hinako, if you have shown yourself capable of capturing the vehicle unharmed, none have resorted to these measures. But you have all but trumpeted your intention of leaving. Not so much as a trace of Chaldea behind. Fought to destroy them, shadow border and all, despite having been fully aware this is not what we desired. Still, the foxwoman aside, you have your uses, so we will treat you accordingly. We'll not punish you merely for acting against our wishes. However, know that if you insist on continuing to war with Chaldea, you will face the White Cavalry's spears. Be warned, if my Emperor commands it, I'll show you no mercy. What would you have me do, Master? She's a lancer. Sure, I can take her. We have little choice but accept this for now. Very well then, Chaldea. Now that we have all the time to calm down, what is your answer? Oh, do note that our audio is not as crisp as our video. When we wish to speak,
make sure you face directly to upward and raise your voice. Whereupon, just having another option for exiting this current predicament is more than we could have hoped for. Even if that option may cause other problems down the road. At this point, I believe capturing Queen Sky and securing an antidote is far and away our highest priority. Though of course Miss Tiramisu will need to make the final call.
Not me.
Let's keep our position to ourselves for now. Besides, that voice is speaking in Tiramisu. And I'm pretty sure wouldn't be happy about being interrupted.
Nothing we like more than a truce.
Good. A most reasonable answer. Now then, let us be certain of one thing before we begin to make arrangements. Do you know who we are?
You're Julius Caesar.
Caesar, yes. The man who attempted to profit from our invasion of Egypt. But do not mistake us for some common dictator.
Sorry guys, the Lost Belt King is not Fat Tagami.
Aw, damn it! We know we can beat him! Our empire extends this entire planet. We are the first and last emperor this world will ever know. This empire even went to war with Rome and Egypt in this world. Yikes. To begin, Xin Ling Yu has brought with her a number of engineers. We will admit them, along with their equipment, aboard the shuttle border.
How do we know they won't break anything?
Very well then. Our engineers conduct their work entirely under Count Dea's supervision. However, be aware that we will not cease their investigation until they're satisfied with the results. Trust you can work together in good faith. Any other questions?
Where are you speaking to us from?
Yeah, and I heard you say something terrifying about magnetic beams. I'm speaking from directly above you, of course. Your heads upward should be abundantly clear. Directly above us, you mean? Yes, the Great Wall. The Great Wall? But I thought that was built on the ground. Ground? Ah, you mean that thing we once used to keep the Huns away. Just how out of date is your knowledge of China? There's not been a great wall on the ground since our empire absorbed all other nations.
That means this empire no longer has any foreign enemies.
Correct. This entire planet is now our domain. Such any outside barbarian that might pose a threat would have to come from beyond the sky. Naturally, we could not merely sit around waiting for such hostile visitors to arrive. It would be too late to defend against them, so we decided to fortify our defenses ahead of time. This great feat of architecture, built over the course of 300 years. Perhaps you know the original Great Wall name meant the 10,000 li long castle was far longer. If it were to be measured in li, it would be 131,424 li in length.
Man, where do I even begin picking that apart?
So even space development even in the 18th century. That's preposterous as Gandhi dropping an atomic bomb.
Who's this Gandhi?
Don't worry about it.
What's an atomic bomb?
Please don't worry about that.
We admit we did believe that it was the only possible threat to our empire might come from the stars. But we must say, we did not expect to face one of this particular nature. Indeed, it was a great shock to see these impenetrable storm clouds, that is even what they are, suddenly appear around this area of China. We no longer receive reports of the parts of the Great Wall that extend beyond China. The only parts that seem to function are those above China. The light of our glory once encompassed the entire globe, but now, those accursed storm clouds have severed from our own world, plunging it back into darkness. This is a tragedy. Without our guidance, our people will regress back to a state of chaos and violence.
What about the people you had regressed to, cavemen?
Thus, we must once again bring peace and harmony with the rest of the world. That's why you want the shuttle boarding?
I feel he'll be disappointed with what he'll find.
Yes, that's it. Single vehicle alone is insufficient to our purpose. We will need to produce vast quantities of them, greater size capable of carrying much larger cargo. So we shall require blueprints.
Ah, so that's why you want us to let your engineers analyze it.
Given that you are able to pass through a storm that permits no physical interference whatsoever, we assume you are able to pass through void space.
I'm impressed. I can't believe you figured that out at a glance. Oh, a raid? Hi, Strawberry! Welcome to the stream! Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Get raided!
Hi, welcome. As you can see, we're playing Fate Grand Order, doing Lost Belt 3. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I am in low-tech mode. That's why I'm wearing Astalphos' outfit. What were y'all up to? Looks cute. Thank you. I thought I looked adorable too. Gasly, my friend Gasly made it for me. We were playing Valorant. Ah, I see, I see. Not much of a shooter person myself, but I hope you did well. I hope you kicked all the ass. And welcome, welcome. I tried, but now I'm a rest. Alright, be sure to get plenty of good rest. Hydrate, eat, nap, or sleep for the day. I don't know. I don't know what your usual schedule is. Do the things. The things. But, for those of you who came along with Strawberry who don't know me, I'm Doppel, a doppelganger VTuber. I do voices, and do a lot of RPGs, and a lot of my things have really boiled down to a lot of reading lately, with FGO being a visual novel kind of structure, and reading Sherlock Holmes, and we recently started Journey to the West. I also do a bit of AQ Worlds every now and again. And Dragon Ball, I did Xenoverse recently, that was fun. And I do Genshin once in a while now, used to do it all the time, but not so much anymore. Anyways, so that's me. Best introduction I can possibly give at the current moment.
And so, we wish to learn how this conveyance was constructed.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that must have scrolled by.
We understand the theory, of course, but cannot imagine how it was actually achieved. And so we wish to learn how this conveyance was constructed. Ideally, we'd like to confiscate it, disassemble it, and be thorough. This would be a great inconvenience to you, would it not? So we are willing to compromise, to simply work with data alone. Consider this a display of our benevolence.
What outside the storm is...
Ah yes, Akuta and that foxwoman told us some nonsense about lost bells and pruning theoretical phenomenon. If you insist upon feeding us the same lives, you may force our temper.
Now would be a great time to stop talking tiramisu.
There is no point in guessing why you visitors speak of the outside world in such vague generalities.
No, like literally, it is white, not even sand anymore. I don't know what it's made up of.
We'll make our own judgments once we've seen past the storm wall for ourselves.
He just gets out there, sees we were telling the truth.
Well, shit. Now what?
May I ask you something, Your Imperial Majesty? Did a strange tree happen to appear in this land around the same time as the store? Typically, a tree of light so large it reaches up to the heavens, or up to the sky.
Huh? What an odd question. Do such things often appear out of nowhere in your world? We see you are still hiding something from us, Akuta. Well, no matter. We are well aware she has some cards yet to play. No doubt they have something to do with her differences with you. Our interest, though, lies solely maintaining peace in our empire, reclaiming its territories. We have no intent of becoming involved in disputes between visitors, unless those disputes become something that affects us. Now then, let us be candid. You inquired about a tree of light. The answer is no. Our sight extends to all of China. We observe nothing of the sort.
All of China, huh? It seems you don't stand on formality too much. I'm just going to ask. Are you sure you don't mind speaking with us directly like this, Your Imperial Majesty?
What do you mean?
Well, most people in positions like yours like to, dress up their negotiations a bit, right? They like to trot out their intermediaries and representatives and the like. Usually they make a point never to meet face to face. I mean, drawing a firm line between themselves and the lesser people by refusing to speak to them directly is a big part of how nobles like to demonstrate their differences in status, right?
What a strange thing to say at this point. We see, in your world, monarchs are so insecure, they refuse to even permit themselves to be seen, for fear of seeming less than perfect. Tell us, does the sun seek to hide from the public eye? Does the moon hide itself in the people's gaze? We are the Emperor, the child of heaven, celestial existence whose reign over all over our citizens. That is why we permit such audience. Just as the sunlight bathes every corner of the earth, so too does our glory shine on every person on this world who looks up to us. Still, suppose the sun looked the same as anyone else, may feel the need to put on a bit of a show to emphasize its power and status.
Then you don't mind letting us see your face?
Now what are you going on about? You've been gazing upon my visage for some time now.
Huh?
Well, we suppose you cannot see us with your naked eye, not with the horizon in the way. But you've been observing us with those mechanical birds of yours, have you not? Indeed, our eyes have met a number of times.
I'm sorry, don't understand. We've been observing in Xinjiang from a distance yet, but...
What? Then you stare at us without realizing who it is you look upon. How insolent! We suppose you cannot help your ignorance, but now that you know, you should be more careful.
Wait, hang on. Are you telling that floating thing above Xingyun is...
Yes, that is us. This holy vessel, the result of us abandoning our earthly body, has could only deteriorate, imbuing all our authority in the machine in its stead. In the 2,200 years that have passed since, the body has grown and expanded along with our nation. Now we shall never touch the ground again. Still, our grandeur is readily apparent in this form.
making it easy for our people to understand. We are the first and last emperor, the immortal ruler who shall reign over this world for all eternity. We are Qin Xiao.
Ah, フォーさんの今年初、私の首に引っかかるように小さなことから。
Alright. Another saber wants to throw down? Should I swap out Hans? He hasn't, like, been appearing in battle. What's his bond at? Let's keep him in for a bit longer then. Bond 3 or 5 is probably best, because that will get us whatever interlude and rank up things he could potentially still have. Actually, let's check that info first. Right, it doesn't show here. Oh, he does have a Noble Phantasm upgrade. Okay, yeah. He's already got a skill upgrade then. Man, of all the ways for the Emperor to obtain immortality, that one just didn't even occur to me. So, after finding Nessa's remains in the Shang Dynasty ruins, the Emperor must have worked out some sort of cybernetic breakthrough way back in the BC era. No wonder the technology of this lost belt is so topsy-turvy.
So the Emperor must have abandoned the Zenron aspirations, found a way to obtain immortality another way.
Zenron?
The Zenron were the Taoist mountain sages, or hermits if you like, who sought eternal truth. They also perfected their bodies, therefore, by achieving eternal youth and life. In proper human history, the first Emperor of Qin attempted to become such Zenron, through an immortal elixir made with Chinese alchemy.
But as it happened, repeated long-term use of the elixir only resulted in fatal mercury poisoning. I mean, alchemy has always been a great deal more trial and error than success, no matter where it is practiced. But in this lost belt, the same emperor has given up on alchemy in favor of technology based on Nessa.
Well, Prince Nessa's body was still created by the Zenron, so it's not as though that we presented too big of a divergence from the path. But the decision to surrender human form and grant only the mind immortality cannot have been made lightly.
From there, the Emperor was able to stamp out all dissent into the rest of China and continued ruling the resulting empire at the height of its power. Conquering the rest of the world seems only a matter of course.
Yes, well, as a mage, I can't say I approve of that, but I'm glad the Emperor turned out to be such a reasonable fellow.
Indeed, it's most unexpected development. I never would have guessed that a Lost Belt ruler would sever ties with Crypto in favor of negotiating with us. That said, what do you make of the request to examine the shuttle border in exchange?
It's definitely a risk. I mean, we didn't so much as tell the other Lost Belt faction that Zero Sailing was even a thing. The Russian and Scandinavian Lost Belts both seem to have their hands full with their own affairs. I mean, Cert tried to take the Paper Moon, he at least knew something was up with it. But in China, it's different.
Quite so. The Empire is under the impression that the rest of the world is part of its domain, and the Storm was responsible for severing their ties to the rest of their land. They see this situation as an unprecedented disaster, much like we did in proper human history being wiped out of existence.
I wonder what they'll think if they saw the world outside the Lost Belt.
I think they'd be a bit dumbstruck for a bit. I guess they'd be pretty angry.
Yeah, their potential reaction is key. There are several Lost Belts, but only one Earth. The recipe for the biggest, crappiest game of musical chairs ever. Since there's no way for all these different civilizations to coexist, instead of existing in a parallel world, they all have to fight to exist on the same Earth. So the Lost Belts that aren't preoccupied with just scraping by are eventually going to have to fight each other. They want to expand their territory further.
So, this is a weird suggestion, but like, couldn't we just like be, hey, we can show you the outside and prove none of that was a lie. You're not gonna like it, but we can like do like a trip there and back in the shadow border. Like just to prove we're not full of shit.
Didn't Crystera say everyone's trees to be fighting? So the Cryptors, Team A are competing with each other at the same time. They're fighting proper human history. Why would Crystera choose this?
We have insufficient evidence to come to any conclusions about his motives, so let us leave that aside for now. The selling point at the moment is that all the Lost Belts will eventually be competing with each other for survival.
Right, while proper human history may be at a disadvantage with all its territory gone, there's still one thing we have that the Lost Belts don't.
Of course, the shadow border. Because of that, we still the only ones with the ability to zero set between Lost Belts and White Plains, but
One of the Lost Belts on the border. Have a serious leg up over the others. You know, that's if they even want to at that point. Damn, I can't believe this Qin Shi Huang was thinking that far ahead.
Indeed, though all this assumes that China does indeed have all the nations under its rule.
Then once Shi Hong ventures outside the Lost Belt, first move they make would be on the attack against other Lost Belts rather than Chaldea.
I think the first thing he's gonna do is act, where the fuck did everything go? You know, without some landmarks, you might get a little lost.
Let's get by our big chance to swoop in while the other sides are waiting for front of each other and take the prize for ourselves.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Gordoff. The outcome we need to be concerned about is Qin Shi Huang gaining an overwhelming advantage thanks to the Shadow Border's technology, and going on to claim the entire planet as their own.
Right, if that happens, we'll be responsible for creating the biggest threat to restoring proper human history ourselves. And there's no way to tell how it'll play out until we open the lid on this figurative Pandora's box.
No matter what we do, we'll be taking a big risk.
There is also the possibility there may become collateral damage when the Lost Belts begin to battle one another in earnest. Still, we cannot rule out that outcome definitively. It's far enough away that we can worry about it later. In the meantime, our most pressing concern by far is finding an antidote for Director Gordoff and his Tiramisu.
Yes, exactly, Holmes. Always knew you had a calling out deep down underneath your gruff detective exterior.
Well, I guess we can't deny that Tubby here is in trouble. They really do hand Queen and Sky over, as promised. That does mean we'll have one less thing to worry about.
Well, in one sense yet, but having Queen Sky as a prisoner will create another very serious problem. If anything, it only raises the questions of how we go about settling matters in this Lost Belt.
And then there's the fact that we still can't find its tree of emptiness.
Indeed, I was surprised to learn that not even Qin Shi Huang knew about it.
Does that mean Hinako doesn't know either? What am I saying? Of course she does. I mean, it's her job as a crypto to protect this world's tree of infinite for their life.
Quite so. Her behavior has been most particular from the beginning. Both Kodak and Ophelia had formed alliances with the Lost Belts rulers and shared a goal to expand their territory in the future. But here in China, the only one who seemed interested in territory expansion is Qin Shi Huang. It seemed as though Hakuto was trying to hold Qin Shi Huang back.
Yeah. The only thing that seemed to interest her was wiping us out.
That's true. I got the sense that she wanted to dispose of us before Qin Shi Huang started paying attention to the outside world.
Can't tell if she's being reactive or proactive. So, hey, this might be a little late. Too late by now, but are we sure it's okay to talk about this stuff in here? I mean, Qin Shi Huang keeps an eye on all of China, right? Well, we know the Emperor's not listening in right now.
True, the thought of the Emperor peeping on us from low orbit is more than a little creepy. But the flip side of that is that all the Emperor can do, we should still assume our heat signatures are visible even with a roof in the way. But as far as the audio is concerned, the Emperor mentioned that the quality isn't good. It can only be heard when we're looking up and raising our voices. I know, because I tried yelling a bunch of obscenities at the Emperor when I was in the cockpit.
That's what all that stuff about old Gator's cyberpunk ripoffs and 80s leftovers was.
What? Damn, Da Vinci. Anyways, having the Emperor constantly watching us at all time will get annoying, so I made this.
What is it?
A stealth module for your new Mystic Code. I tried modeling it off of Robin Hood's no-face making. Just think of it as a streamlined and portable bounded field. That's amazing. Wouldn't you even have time to make that? Thanks, but it's really not quite as impressive as it may sound. There's a lot of stability issues and other kinks to work out. If the model levels in the atmosphere are too dense, or really hot, or really cold, it falls apart like a house of cards. So that means it would be particularly useless in the other two Lost Belts we've seen.
I see. But when one considers how stable this Lost Belt's environment is, it becomes clear how useful such a module would be here.
Oh, it also focuses on precision over area of effect, so it won't hide you from someone close by. But since we only have to worry about long-range spying here, it worked perfectly, in this case.
Well, did Chen Yang just launch something else over at us?
Let's go check it out, Master.
Oh, a benefaction! Our village got a benefaction!
Most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor wishes to thank you for your hospitality to our otherworldly visitors. Be grateful for this blessing. Oh, thank you, most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor. Thank you! Benefaction? I remember now. They said that's what these rockets are usually used to deliver.
Man, they're so lucky. I can't wait till I'm grown up and get a benefaction too.
Mean kids never get them?
We do, but they usually don't work as well when you're little as when you're grown up. They sure don't for me. Say, wanna try mine? Let's see what it's like for yourself, miss. Here you go. Looks like medicine. Yep, clears your head out and makes you feel really good. Like a dream come true. Oh, shit, it's drugs. Is that so? Give it here!
No! Somebody, hit him with a stick!
Keep Holmes away from the opium.
Remember your reputation! Rest assured, I'm not speaking solely out of personal desire. Don't you think such a drug is worth analyzing?
No! Back!
This could be some sort of technology unique to this Lost Belt that is so counterpart to proper human history.
Da Vinci looks at it. Nope, it's opium.
Don't ruin this for me, Da Vinci.
I see, so this benediction isn't money then. Of course not. I doubt these farm villages even have a monetary economy. And then again, the fact we've seen so much agriculture would suggest some economic activity.
What if this crop yield tremendous surplus every year without fail.
Is that even possible?
In our world, using methods of agriculture which are familiar now, things work way differently in this world. I took a look at the wheat they've been growing. It was like nothing I've ever seen. In fact, I couldn't even be certain it is wheat. All I can say for certain is that it has been heavily modified. Perhaps the seemingly primitive form of agriculture is actually far more advanced than we've been giving it credit for. Even though these farmers don't have so much of a single tractor. Perhaps the methods are so advanced they have no need for machines.
Why don't you analyze the wheat along the shady drug then? You might just learn something.
I cannot say that the wheat is nearly as interesting as the drug.
Can somebody watch him while he does this? I'm not sure if drugs can affect heroic spirits, but I also don't want to find out if they can. I know alcohol can until they dematerialize and rematerialize. But don't want to find out if drugs can affect ether bodies.
But now that we no longer need to look for Koinskaya, I suppose I can spare the time.
We just have like 5 employees just around him with a stick the entire examination, whacking him every time he gets a bit of an itch.
Isn't that Chinshe Hong's? Hi there, the engineers just went on break. That vehicle is like your home away from home, right? Sorry you can't use it during our investigation. Are you finding everything to your liking in our camp in the meantime? Oh yes, very pleasant there. The air's so clean and fresh too. It's so nice to have a place outside our vehicle where we can relax. We really have that in the other place we've been to. I'm glad to hear it. Oh right, I haven't introduced myself yet. Jin Engling Yu, a general of the Empire.
Jin Ling Yu.
You're from the Ming period, right? She wouldn't know that. Ming. Oh right, the history of your own world is entirely different from ours, isn't it? I think they said Jin's reign ended quickly there, that the numerous other dynasties sprang up in its places. Here in this world, the only emperor I know is Jin Shi Hong, who has reigned for the last 2200 years.
Let us say, the fact that you are still alive in this day and age is a great surprise to us. And Jin Shi Hong make you immortal too, by any chance?
Of course not. I was just permitted to sleep in Mount Li after my accomplishments in the Baozu rebellion. Here in the Empire, any warrior who's made a name for themselves is put to rest in times of peace, only awaken again when they are needed.
So you're employing cryogenic freezing. I presume there's no need to keep a standing army here.
Was you frozen in Mount Li too? Or Shengyu? Shengyu. Ah, I see. So you call that thing Shengyu as well. Or two. That thing? Not the thing, it's just a valuable relic. The most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor. Most impressive accomplishment, which is saying a lot. It's both one of the cornerstones of the eternal paradise emperor and a monument to it. As you see, not a living soldier. Say it's an ancestor of the mechanical army.
So Qin Zheng Hong's army is composed of these Zords, and your commanders from the past were frozen in order to lead them.
Of course, I also told the royal guards in Shenyang are also assembled from the soldiers of the current era. You even heard that some elites have received instruction in the sage art, the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor in person. But Qin Shi Hong has no need to keep a full army on hand at all times. Mechanical soldiers are more than sufficient. The generals need to lead them can always be summoned from their quarters in Mount Li. It's been a long time since I was frozen myself. I'm also told there hasn't been any sort of disturbance for the last 100 years.
Are you saying war has been eradicated from this world?
Even when I was a young girl, war was only ever something I read about in history books. I mean, wars can only be fought between countries, right?
Have you heard of a civil war? It's an internal conflict within a country of two warring factions.
But there haven't been any countries Besides, our empire for over 800 years. The only reason I took up the spear was to help put down revolts.
Then Shinji Hong achieved dominion over the world by the 13th century.
We started implementing gunpowder well before any other country, so no nation was able to oppose us. The discovery of the Fusang tree was a big help too, as it helped us make leaps in our medical science. It's all thanks to the most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor abandoning mortal flesh in favor of a holy undying vessel.
What's the Fushang tree?
I'm told it's the embodiment of the sage's secrets, treasure trove of hidden mystical wisdom. Others know it as the Tree of Life. Most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor discovered it while searching the sage world, the secrets to immortality. Does that mean Qin Shi Huang really did manage to become a sage?
It sounds like he found the Tree of Emptiness and is channeling his power.
No, but the most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor has already achieved immortality through the Holy Vessel, before discovering the Fushang tree. They say the Emperor chose to remain in metal form, rather than ascend to the heavens. But because it was way better to lead the nation. Still, it took over 300 years to complete the search. It wouldn't have been possible without abandoning the shackles of mortality. And in the end, the Emperor decided to use the sage's knowledge of medicine to improve the people's lives. With all manner of disease, hunger, and pestilence eradicated, our soldiers' strength enhanced through elixirs, no other country's forces stood a chance against us.
Sage space biochemistry. That reminds me. There's a rather unnecessarily large plot of farmland for this number of residents.
You think? Suppose everyone does have their hands full during the harvest. But the wheat grows on its own for the rest of the time, so it doesn't seem like too much work to me.
Is that so? I do beg your pardon. I merely thought that all this wheat might result in a surplus, given how many people live here. Perhaps you take more than half the harvest in the forms of taxation.
Of course, everything the village can't eat is taken to Xingyang.
I see. I suppose Xingyang must be an immensely populous city.
No, not especially. Now I see. I take it wheat is still only grown for food in your world. Is that not the case here? Wheat is the key ingredient for ethanol, the Empire's most valuable source of energy.
Well, don't I look a proper fool? I was completely taken in by appearances, it's rather mundane. Even looking wheat fields, actually used primarily for growing your fuel source.
I did hear the world you all come from has a completely different history from ours. I can only speculate, but I gather the world you come from must be a cruel and unforgiving place.
It really is. What makes you say that? I agree, but what brought you to that conclusion?
Both you and that young lady are, I do hope this doesn't offend you, but neither of you look as you enjoy fighting. Such kind eyes, so much so that I can scarcely imagine you in any quarrels to begin with. And yet, the weapon the young lady carries looks to be so heavy and dense, and the most seasoned of our warriors would have difficulty handling it. But more, I can tell she wields it naturally as if it were an extension of her own body. And that people such as yourselves have been forced to become adept at combat at such a young age. And while that says a great deal about how harsh your world must be,
it's more of how harsh the worlds have been, in history has been. It's not been a fun time.
Damn, looks like they're on a party all night, eh? That bit of fiction stuff must be some real good shit.
Indeed.
What's going on, mate? This isn't like you. I thought you'd be all up in arms about, those poor people dancing the meager blessings our oppressors designed to bestow upon them or something.
Yes, perhaps under other circumstances I would. But seeing how happy they are right now, it's difficult to find fault in this.
That's how it is, huh?
The pain and starvation I saw so many forced to endure have first moved me to rebellion. They are treated more like animals than people. Their smiles in the moment of hard-won victory and freedom were so fragile, so honorable. They are nothing like what I see here now.
Now I think of it, I've never seen anywhere so filled with joy and peace as this village.
Of course not. Those sheep don't even know what war is, remember? Couldn't be further from war, weren't.
I've always hoped that the blood of my compatriots that I shed would buy smiles like this. I never dreamed I'd truly get to see them. This world's too perfect for the likes of me.
Ain't that the truth?
Tell me, old knight, you sure we should even be here?
You even kidding me? Or we even asked? Can't get you get it on great with these people.
I know, but even so, something continues to feel off. I cannot help but wonder, do we heroic spirits truly have a place on the battlefields of these lost belts?
Senpai, you up?
Having trouble sleeping, Mash?
Yes, afraid my nerves are still frayed from the battle we fought earlier today. Glad we survived thanks to Shinsei Holmes interceding, but it was still too close for comfort.
I want to get some fresh air.
Okay, thank you for joining me, Senpai. You see, the villagers are still enjoying the festival. Yes, those benedictions must be a huge cause for celebration. Holmes said he suspected they might be a luxury good, much like alcohol in our world.
The fact that it's like a drug makes me a little nervous, though.
Maybe our perspective is off there, since we're used to Holmes's habits. Anyways, it looks like they're going to keep the Shadow Border investigation going through the night. Hope to eventually be okay supervising them.
That leaves us nothing to do for once.
Yeah, it feels like forever since we last had free time to ourselves. Lost Belt's really peaceful, isn't it?
Something's wrong?
Senpai, I've seen a world like this before. It's a world of possibility, and I know no single ideal.
Talk about the Temple of Time.
Yes, the King of Mages, Gotia, envisioned a history of humanity that were free from strife and suffering. I disagreed with him. There's something about a world completely lacking any pain or adversity that just felt wrong to me. But now, the way people live here seems so close to that world, still rich with life and the scent of earth. People are delusions. They're just as real as we are.
We're still this world's enemies.
Yes, I know. Even after we take Queen Sky into custody and secure an antidote, that won't be the end of it. We can't stop fighting until we find the tree of infiniteness, cut it down, and prune this world away like it's really meant to be. I know it's a rare chance to rest and relax. But think about it, that I just can't get to sleep.
I'm so lost. It's such a beautiful night sky.
Master, get back!
It would seem I missed my chance. I thought it'd be easy to kill you under the cover of darkness. I underestimated those who had spent their life dedicated to the art of war. If it would take no more than a single stroke of my sword, I cannot bring myself to sneak up behind and murder someone in cold blood. They admire the beauty of the night sky.
Prince of Longling, we call for a truce right now.
No, you and the Emperor called a truce. My master and I agreed to no such thing. As such tonight, when everyone else has lowered their guard, would have been a perfect chance to end you, Master of Chaldea. Ordinarily, I'd like nothing more for those moved by beautiful things to live out their lives in peace and happiness. But now that we've met as enemies, that can never be. I hope to end you before you had to feel any need for fear. Forgive me for my incompetence.
Did you really think it'd be that easy, servant? Queen Lingu? Did you honestly believe I'd fail to protect our allies in a moment perfect for assassination? Perhaps a true assassin would have been able to elude me, but you? Not a chance. Warriors like you are meant to cross swords in the field of battle, not skulk around in the dead of night. Your master must be grossly ignorant of war to send you on a mission so badly suited to your abilities. Silence. I'll not suffer any insult to my master. Still, I have heard such insolent remarks. I need feel no guilt for drawing my sword. For that you have my thanks, General.
Bro is just so ready to beat us up and just cannot.
ではドラを鳴らしなさい。
What do the buffs do? Hmm.
いかがでしょう。一人もいないぞ。食らい尽くしてくれましょう。平らげねぶなぶって。
Alright.
鉄の傘はありました。ビセ決定。
These neutral attacks are kind of meh. Needs to be a better burn though.
ねぶってやっ
Let's drop the meteor.
かしこん恐れ多くはイザナギの国づくりの大剣のこれが私の
Oh, maybe. Alright, it's almost down. Use this opportunity to raise the gauge. Alright. Perfect. Maybe nighttime, but I'm still gonna swing at you with all I got. Go, Buster, Buster, Buster!
この剣が豊満たる士族の証。震えなさい。ブラックバックガラティーンですわ。
Damn it, didn't get his laggies. Like I had hoped it would.
いかがでしょうか。何か。
Ow. Alright. Let's lay into him. That's one down. This should be two. Alright, he's preparing himself to do his MP. And I'll prepare myself too. Got his lackeys, so he won't be able to boost spin as well. There she goes. Alright. You're alive. Good, good, good. Go ahead and use this. Yep, that'll set that up. Boom, boom, boom. Rip off them buffs.
姫か
はやと
なんか
はや
Alright.
食らい尽くしてくれましょう
Boom,
世界の
boom,
終わりを知ります
boom.
終点と宵闇を映す水面よこの身に教訓を示したまえ精神かたどる苦音の鏡
Ah, the media!
かしこみかしこみ恐れ多くはイザナギの国づくりの大剣のこれが私の
Alright. Bar broken.
どうよしよしはやはや
なんか
と
Bro really went and added more stuff to himself. Alright.
いいでしょ眠って
Well, we're just gonna take that off too. Add some more status. Landed.
えこの程度のはや
Yeah, even if she's gone now, she did her work.
手に入らないあまり悩ませないよう
Alright.
楽しくなるでしょさてどこから潰したもの
Boom.
もちろ
Boom.
んできます
Boom.
い
Boom.
いでしょう
Actually, we have Strong Eater still on? You do not. Okay.
もちろん受けないいい判断です
Gonna do it like this.
謝罪しますわネズミ相手とはいえ手加減もしていない潰れなさい死になさい召し上げましょう仕切り直す
Yeah, Morgan just shows up and just does not fuck around.
私にとって勝利は常識特に褒めなくても結構ですマスター
Oh, sweet. I got all the weekly missions done. Hell yeah.
I've stalled long enough. Any chance you had of victory is gone, Prince of Langling. Jinling Yu speaks the truth. Nighttime, though it may be, even we, at such great remove, cannot help but notice such tumultuous commotion. Gah! We trust you can hear our voice, Akuta Hinako. What do you have to say for yourself? Akuta, I know you may not understand right now, Your Imperial Majesty, but I promise that everything I've done has been for the prosperity of your empire. Is that so? Means you indeed have no intention of honoring our wishes. Now then, what to do with you? We doubt the threat will be heavy. Would be enough to crow to cow you. No, if we are to punish you, we must take something else away. Ah yes, I know. Come here, Kaiju Zero.
You summoned me, Your Imperial Majesty.
Jin Yu. We did. Rip out your core. Well, rip your core out of your chest and smash it to pieces immediately.
As you wish, Your Imperial Majesty.
Wait, please. Wait. I'm sorry, please, anything but that. Ah, so you are able to plead for forgiveness. You must be quite attached to that machine, indeed. Akuta? Please, have mercy, I swear, I'll serve you faithfully from this moment forward. I'll do anything you ask, anything at all. Please, spare his life. We will hold you to your word, Akuta Hinako. know the only reward for defying our will is fear, far worse than any mere man. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, I swear, never go against your wishes again. Well done, Xinling Yu. Do not concern yourself with that woman any longer. Understood, Your Imperial Majesty. Lady Tiramisu, I suggest you return to the camp and retire for the night. Senpai? Let's go, Mash. Okay.
I was asked you once again,
Yes?
who is this Shan you speak of?
To answer that, I need to tell you another, very different story first.
The one where the Emperor died before obtaining the holy vessel.
That's right. After the Emperor passed, the quest for immortality was seemingly buried with him. You were no exception, as you were kept hidden away in the secret kaiju laboratory. Someone found and reactivated you, a man by the name of Shang Yu, or Xingling.
I just auto-filled his name.
Xingling. He went on to become one of the many people attempting to rule China for himself after the decline of Qin.
So then, in this history, I fell into rebel hands.
Xingling wanted to use your superhuman abilities to further his own ambitions, so he gave you a surname of Sheng, first name Ji, consort name of Yu, and presented you as his nephew, despite knowing that you were not actually human.
True, I was only given my current combat frame long after I first activated. My original chalice was entirely humanoid.
No one ever suspected Xingling was lying. The thought simply never occurred to them. The Emperor had but your Taya Zeroin's creation. Machine had advanced you was beyond anyone's imagination at the time.
And I was treated as a person, rather than a device.
Given your appearance, no one had any reason to suspect you were anything other than human, regardless of how exceptionally skilled you may have been. In time, future generations come to know you as Chen Yun, as one of China's greatest warriors. Yet none of them would ever know your true identity, nor how you were made.
Something is amiss with your claims. Is this Chen Lang person kept my origin and truth of my creation a secret? How did you come to learn the truth? Who are you really?
I'm just a drifter. One who came to this lost belt solely to be reunited with you, my beloved Shang Yu.
Hold on.
マスター、なんと今年はまたこれまでとは違うタイプのお雑煮が出現したそうです。まさかこんなにもバリエーション豊かな料理だったとは。小さなことからコツコツとですね。
Sounds like you had quite the evening.
Particularly, though this may be, does present another piece of the puzzle. Unfortunately, it does nothing to make the larger picture any easier to see. We know that the crypto's first priority is defending the Tree of Emptiness, and yet Akuto is not told the Lost Belt King of the tree's importance. Furthermore, she moved to eliminate us entirely on her own discretion, only to end up swearing allegiance to Chen Shaihong the instant Chen Yu's life was threatened.
I was taken aback to see Akuta acting so aggressively when we first came to this lost belt. Seeing her so scared and flustered was just painful, more than it was surprising. I guess I really didn't know anything about her back when we were both at Chaldea.
Oh yes, about who she was at Chaldea.
Holmes and I did a little poking around the data, and we managed to get back up from the server. Managed to back up the server, and her entire background reeks of falsified records.
Indeed, I'd particularly hold my nose as we picked apart her disguise.
Skies, even though she was a member of Caldea's staff.
Let's see, imagine her profile is like a painting that's been thoroughly methodically airbrushed, erase any trace of the original painter.
Correct. There's not a single errant brushstroke, so to speak, to be found anywhere. Anyone who lived an ordinary life would inevitably leave behind a bit of useless information about him or herself along the way. And yet there was nothing of the sort to be found in Akuta Hinako's data. It was as though her entire life was designed to pull the wool over someone's eyes.
Intricate piece of fiction. Precisely, quick to catch on as ever, Terabasoo. So the fact that nothing in her personal information is strange also means nothing in it is real. Yep. That's basically nothing even remotely human about her entire background. Even that not only the only obvious suspicious thing we can run across.
According to her profile, Mosbury Hemisphere brought her to Chaldea, supervised her aptitude test, and oversaw her periodic health exams and interviews personally. It seemed every bit of data about her was submitted with his authorization codes, and no one else's.
First director. Just the fact that he handled it all alone is one hell of a red flag for security. It'd be easy for him to falsify any data he wanted, considering his position.
Like that isn't by if Caldea's original director was the one who manipulated her profile.
Yes, the guy that high up the food chain had something he wanted to keep secret about her. We're probably much SOL. We're pretty much SOL. How did Akuta end up at Chaldea in the first place? Did she actually have enough range shift aptitude to be chosen for Team A? For that matter, who the hell is she really? At this point, I don't know what to believe.
Indeed, everything we thought we knew about Akuta Hinako's personal information is suspect at best.
Oh, it wouldn't really be a stretch on that. She might have a different goal. All from the other cryptors? Or wouldn't be a real stretch?
Obviously not. What's more, the goal is inevitably more important to her than protecting her lost belt or preserving her relationship with its king. One might think eliminating us would be her first priority, as we've seen, even that is secondary compared to her concern for Sheng Yu, another figure about whom we know next to nothing.
It looks like that name only means anything to those of us from proper human history. This lost belt appears to go by something else.
I think he was called Kaiju Zero.
Kaiju,
Well, a quick database search suggests that this area has some significance to Sheng Yu. This is where his uncle Sheng Lang started his revolt against the Qin Empire after the emperor died. You could say it's where Sheng Yu began his career as a warrior.
regardless of who Sheng Yu may be in this world, the fact remains he belongs to the lost belt. So I cannot fathom why Akuta Hinako, though nothing else we know about. What is certain comes from proper human history, would care so deeply about him as to abandon her own goals.
That's one pretty straightforward. Must have fallen in love with him at first sight. What foolish the woman I'm more likely she is to check everything away for such silly notions.
Careful, Gordy. You're gonna lose any goodwill you might have built up with your female staff.
I'm the only woman here. Hell, on Tabasoo and Mash, and you borderline Lolita.
Just the remaining Chaldea female staff members are just ready to beat his ass. I know we have at least one female NPC.
Well, I'm certainly disappointed by what you said.
Why, really?
No. Do try to stay on topic. We still have a mountain of problems that need solving.
Oh, right. We still need to talk to the other people who might be less than pleased about this.
Even if it's only temporary, I can't believe I have to pretend to make nice with that emperor. I thought it would make me sick.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
negotiate. Out of the question. That topic plays right into the oppressor's hands. Do not be fooled, detective. They will tell you whatever the weak wish to hear, and pressure you into swearing allegiance with only the pretense of your consent at best.
Given the urgency of Mr. Basu and Gordolf's condition, I'm afraid we have no alternative. At minimum, I'd like to maintain our truce with Qin Shang Hong, or Qin Shang Hong. Qin Shi Hung, until Queen Sky is securely in our custody. If we could only prolong it until Okuta Hinako is out of the picture, so much the better. Whatever her reason for doing so may be, Okuta Hinako remains fiercely determined to eradicate us. So much so that she tried to assassinate Miss Terasu in the dead of night against Qin Shi Hong's wishes.
Obviously, Okuta and Qin Shi Hong aren't exactly BFFs at the moment. But we can't be sure that will last, since there's still a lot we don't know about the relationship. There's every possibility she may yet convince Qin Shi Hong to take her side in all of this.
What about defeating Qin Shi Hong and cutting down the tree of emptiness before Molluscan Master can fall victim to this accursed poison? Should that not be our first priority?
Listen closely, Spartacus. At this moment, making any enemy out of all the Empire lead only to disaster. Right now, Queen Sky is a wild card that could wreak havoc no matter where she is or whose side she's on. If we don't have an antidote ready to go by the time we face off with Qin Shi Hong, it will be over before it begins. All the Emperor would have to do is kill Queen Skya. And Miss Terasu would be settled with the poison's deleterious effects for the rest of her life.
Let's not forget that my own life being drastically shortened.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I have food now.
Yes, ultimately, we need to destroy the Tree of Emptiness and erase this lost belt, and to do so, we will inevitably need to face and defeat Qin Shi Hong. To bear in mind that any amicable relations we appear to have now are strictly temporary state of affairs.
How you want us to behave, be friends till we can attack when the Emperor least expects it, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I used to ask Agavine for advice on that sort of snaky shit all the time.
Speaking of which, when is Agavine going to be playable?
No idea, but fuck him.
I refuse. Acquiescence is the first step to allegiance, and allegiance inevitably leads to subvergence, or subservience. My master must never side with oppression, but always rebel against it. She should rebel against pain, rebel against suffering, and ultimately triumph by rebelling against destiny.
Get the golden stick out of your ass, would you? We're playing the long game here, lunkhead. The important part is we can destroy the Empire in the end. So why don't you just think about all the rebellion you're gonna get to do later as a pride for your state gets shown here. Man, you love repressing your own shit, right?
Are you truly willing to go along with this?
When I tried to assassinate the Emperor before, I lost the moment I focused on something other than killing itself. But I'm not the one leading the attack this time. I get that Terasu has her own way of fighting. Sorry, I know it's a lot to ask. Well, there's nothing I can do. You're going to plead at me with that helpless look on your face. I mean, you're just now realizing this how hopeless your chances are against Zhang Yu, right? Okay, I know it's like a thing in the story, but like they didn't expect you to be this good or have later game servants sometimes with these fights or have really good setups, whatever. It's all story driven. But I think we were doing okay. We were holding our own. Come on, give us some credit.
You're using Lost Belt servants.
I mean, yeah.
Getting stuffy in here with so many of us present. I think I'll step out for a bit of fresh air. Better take this drug with me.
No! Bad Holmes.
Damn it.
Holmes just winked at me. Senpai and Jinkei. What's going on? What is it, Holmes? Is there something else you wanted to talk to us about?
I thought it'd be best if Spartacus was absent for this next part. I trust you retain your cool, Miss Jinkei, but let me remind you to refrain from raising your voice. Lungs will whisper. Shen Cheong should be unable to hear us. I mostly finished my analysis of benefiction drug beyond anything I could have imagined. Psychotic or psychotropic effects are secondary at most. Its true purpose lies in boosting the immune system, perhaps I should say, enhancing it to an unfathomable degree. And despite its potency, there are almost no negative side effects as long as one's condition remains unmet. It is well beyond what modern medical science could achieve. In fact, without any magecraft of proper human history could create a drug so effective. It's something that could only be made here, a Lost Belt where pharmaceutical and biochemistry are entirely based on sage arts.
Now I see. So it's a mass-produced elixir. And they just hand out something that amazing to every citizen during every major celebration?
Indeed, as a result, illness and disease have been completely eradicated. I doubt any of these people have had so much as a cold since they were born.
And it's a real, actual panacea. Hold on. The condition that needs to go unmet for this to work.
Yes, that would be old age. Once a person's hormonal secretions have reached a certain level, this drug functions as a lethal anesthetic. I estimate it to be at least several thousand times more potent than
I don't know what this word is.
pentryl or probaltiol.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, time to look up what that word is. It's probably a lethal poison. Sedative and anticonvulsant. It can treat tension, anxiety, nervousness, and trouble falling asleep. It can help patients relax before surgery or medical seizures. In addition, it treats epilepsy and other seizures. Can cause paranoid and suicidal indications and impair memory, judgment, and coordination. Coming through other substances, particularly alcohol, can slow breathing and possibly lead to death. It's several times, 1,000 times stronger than that, so it will make them go to sleep and then never wake up. That's if they don't go into shock. Like with the slow breathing. Oh shit, we just brought in alcohol. Then again, wait, this isn't like exactly this stuff, but still. If it functions on a similar go to sleep forever thing, yeah, that checks out.
Now I see. It was strange that we hadn't seen a single elderly person here.
There's no unintended side effect, or this is no unintended side effect. It's quite clear the medicine was designed to work this way.
Design really is poisoning everyone who takes it. So when someone's body secretes a certain amount of hormones, or once their body is aged to a certain point, they just die?
Correct. From our perspective, distributing a drug like this is no better than mass murder. Still, a case can be made from Bruce's perspective how it views the four inevitabilities of human life, namely birth, aging, disease, and death. If one considered both old age and illness equally undesirable, one could say this medicine protects you from the pain of the former and the latter at once. I cannot say if every world under all possible conditions would eventually arrive at the ethics of pharmaceutical science. The weak grown hero has been extremely genetically modified into something extraordinary. Resistant to disease, its yield, everything about it stands leagues above natural counterpart in proper human history. With a crop like this, one can live their entire lives without knowing hunger.
If you never have to worry about food, probably never even think to take it from someone else.
There is no economy here. No division between rich and poor exists. We've all seen for ourselves how ignorant they are of war and violence. It seems our life here is far removed from the suffering that one might expect in our world is possible to imagine.
Okay, I need to eat my noodles before they get cold. Give me a minute. Excuse me. There we go.
Seems that life here is far removed from the suffering that one might expect in our world as is possible to imagine. When their life has run its course, and the drug puts them to sleep permanently, well before they begin to feel the pain of old age. I dare say that if nothing else, this world has done a frighteningly effective job of removing pain and suffering from people's lives.
But that's still... There's no way for people to live. Practically kept as livestock. This is how Qin Shi Huang, and how that dictator decided to solve all of humanity's suffering. It makes sense. No way a leader who abandoned their own humanity would in turn treat their subjects like people.
If I was making a decision between this lost built and proper human history, Spartacus claimed that we should fight to determine which should be allowed to survive. If hearing that gave you pause, I would urge you to give the matter more thought, keeping what you know now about this benefiction in mind. In this world, the definition of a happy human life is exceedingly simple. Seeing as you are not able to make this choice sooner or later, I think it's best I suspend my usual behavior in favor of full disclosure. Allow me to share with you some speculation. You keep in mind that it's not a deduction, but a bit of conjecture on my part.
Holmes?
Yeah, he almost never does this, damn.
This relates solely to one question, namely why did the spirit origin graph fail to work with this lost belt ley line?
I think it has something to do with this medicine.
That may not be directly related, but it does support my current hypothesis. Rogue spirits have always been one side of a liar, mankind's collective unconscious. They were defined foremost with their purpose, protecting humanity. While there may be many different methods and conditions involving summoning servants, the one thing they have in common without exception is responding to the summoner's prayers. However, there's not a single person in the world who's had the empathetic need to pray for something. And if such a world had flourished unabated for hundreds of years...
Right, then it wouldn't be at all surprising if that world lost its connection to the Throne of Heroes entirely. For that matter, there wouldn't be any heroic spirits in this world, just like there aren't any here. After all, every hero who might be needed to fight someday, like Jin Ling Yu, is still alive. So, this lost belt is a world that has no need for heroic spirits at all.
Can you imagine a person wishing fervently for anything in a world free from hunger, pain, and suffering, Miss Light? I know I certainly cannot.
Ghastly! E-Raid? Hi, Ghastly! Welcome, welcome, welcome! My fucking PC died, Lamau. Aww. We'll interrupt your stream for Ghastly Raid. But welcome, welcome, welcome. One and all. Well, Hi, Doppel. Hi. I am Doppel. For those of you who don't know me, I gotta get used to doing this introduction thing. A doppelganger VTuber, if it wasn't already clear from the very on-the-nose name. I do voices. Shoot. Ad time, I'll be back. Yeah, you guys had some bad timing there. I'll wait. Ghastly's subbed to me, so she's not receiving it. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Alright, ad's almost over. At least on my end. 210. Okay, it says you should be back. I'm gonna go try and calm down, lol. Alright.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll probably contact you later just to shoot the shit. But try to get some good rest. Hydrate, food, the good stuff. Welcome back. Alright, as I was doing my spiel, I do voices. There's a lot of reading things. Guess I need some sleeps. Then she needs to get some very good sleep. Anyways, I've already interrupted my introduction a few times. I suppose it doesn't matter. I've already said who I was and whatnot. Surprised that I wasn't already following you. Well, according to your thing above, this was your first time chatting in here too.
Indeed, it really makes sense that servants would never appear in a world where no one wishes for anything.
We've talked in a few other Twitch chats. Ah, I see. See, I don't remember that though. My memory's very terrible, and I apologize. Gotcha. Thanks for telling us this, Holmes. Whatever doubts I might have had are gone now. I'll do everything in my power to take Shin Hong down, put an end to this disgusting regime. As long as I can get there in the end, I don't care how far out of our way we have to go. So right now, let's focus on curing Tiramisu. Now that I know where I'm going. Wait as long as it takes. Thank you, Junkei. Progress report. We should finish complete scan of the vehicle's interior by morning. Good. Be careful not to overlook anything. Remember, the future of the Empire rests on your shoulders. Yes, ma'am. I'll go see how things are inside. Well, I have to go for now. Help dinner, so have a great stream. Good night, Doppel. Alright, have a wonderful rest of your day. Hey, and I hope you rest quite well. Night. Shadow Border. The product of the world, entirely different from ours, huh? Because the moon does not know how to drink. My shadow merely follows, moving my body. First, though, what are you? A doppelganger? The name is pretty on the nose. I was not very creative when coming up with the name. This was actually the placeholder name that I had come up with, and I just kind of rolled with it. Because I couldn't think of anything better. Well, I thought Doppelganger was an alternative version of yourself from another universe. There's a lot of, concepts of what a doppelganger is. That is only one of many. It usually means something that looks exactly like another person. But, so it can be used in a lot of fiction in various ways. I am a kind that is a shapeshifter. So that's just set up for later models and whatnot. Look it up now. You got my interest. I mean, depending on what works of fiction you find, you'll find various descriptions for what a doppelganger can be. One I know about. They bring misfortune to those who gaze upon them. Other times, it's just a simple concept of, there's at least one person who looks exactly like you, or sometimes it's 7. I don't know what that's about. Different cultures have different views on it. I'm a kind that brings misfortune, though, but I was born with a set number of faces, so to speak. So I can't just willy-nilly my way into anyone.
Because the moon does not know how to drink. My shadow merely follows the movements of my body. The moon has brought the shadow to keep me company as, well, a while. Practice of mirth should keep pace with spring.
What was that, young man?
Oh, that was called a poem.
Well, I posted your stream my Blue Phoenix service. Hopefully more people will see it. Nice. Aw, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
Night. Oh, it's called a poem. A guy named Levi wrote it a long time ago. Who taught you that?
Well,
we see Chin Lang Yu, whose investigation proceeding smoothly. It's good to have so much data moving among our circuits. Do you think they'll be able to analyze that otherworldly device, Your Majesty? Who do you think we are? The Holy Vessel's full calculation and capabilities can easily handle a single vehicle. Or so we thought. This is amazing. How could they fit so much functionality to those dimensions? Hard to believe what we're seeing. Forgive the intrusion, Your Imperial Majesty. There's something you should know. They know poetry. The horror! Oh no, not poetry. Whatever will we do? What is this about? The children in this village are reciting poems.
You're kidding me.
When I asked them about it, they said they learned it from Chaldea. We see. Then Chaldea are Confucians.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty, is undoubtedly the work of Confucianism.
damn. Heaven forbid.
As our worst fears come to life. Poetry.
That reset actually was somewhat significant. I mean, the 9 o'clock one is when the new banner will start. I think it's Murasaki, and I might actually pull from Murasaki. I'll have to double check though. But I believe it reset the monthly shop, because it always does that like the evening before.
いらっしゃいマスターくん。マナプリズムと交
Yep,
換
it sure did.
用意した甲斐があったな。
Hell yeah. Do, 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 do. Alright, and then let's pick up another Chaldea dinner time. Actually, while we're messing with all this, I need to actually go condense some of my craft essences I haven't. Oh, who can upgrade? Hector. Why? Oh, I guess we picked up some seeds of user still. Alright, sure dude. Pop off.
ありがとうよマスター。俺の槍はあんたに捧げるとしよう。
Yes, your rocket lance. Wrong tab. Alright, so let's filter it just to 5 stars for now. And Chaldea dinner time. Alright, the next is... I think... Was it this account that I had a fragment just sitting there not being condensed? Yeah, it's right there. There we go. Any others I need to concern myself with? Let's check my 4 stars. I think Winter Crystal. Yeah, I knew I had 1 Winter Crystal here. Also, let's do that. As for ones that aren't condensed yet, let's condense this last reading holiday, and I think we'll call that with reading holiday. Just keep it at 3. I can burn any future ones. This one isn't done yet, so let's go ahead and add to that. And I think the last one is just that defense up one. Yeah, that's done. I think I'll burn that. I hardly use this one anyways. Alright, let's check at 3 stars. Alright, let's see. You know what? I think I'll keep another one of these. Just like I keep some spare Dragon Meridian. They have some good abilities. Okay, let's see. Anything here that needs to be, like, condensed? Get rid of these, get rid of these. And Dragon's Meridian. Yeah, I'm even working on my 3rd one of that. One of those. Just a quick look over. Alright. Any other condensing is just going to be like working on making CE bombs. Anyways, let's go ahead and burn some of our spare
時間は戻らないものだ。最終確認はしっかりしたかい？
Right, and they're in orders. Yeah, that'll be all from there. Oh, I should check spare silver servants if I have any right quick, since it's all on my mind. Spare Magna Carta. And that's it. Okay. Gotta prepare for next month, and then also to slowly get the extra things. Like the Chaldea lunchtime. Oh, wrong button. There it is. Did it kick me out? Must have. Just make sure we're in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can skip this now. Why didn't it count it as completed? That's weird. Because I got to the end of it. It didn't kick me out before then. Barker's ain't on there. That's concerning. I think we might be getting to the point. Emergency! Emergency! Spartacus is no longer with us.
What?
Huh? That's not
at all. A number of villagers have gone missing as well. The ones who remain said they saw Spartacus leading villagers towards the capital.
What? Well, if the Emperor sees that, he'll think we're leading a rebellion. What's wrong with that muscle-battered moron? How could he do this?
Hey, Berserkers ain't exactly much for thinking or planning. Spartacus just been true to himself. Hey, couldn't even change who he is even if he wanted to.
Take something, Tabasu. Didn't your records mention him obeying that Roman? If I can hear, I can listen to you. We can listen to her, you can listen to you. That's between Nero and Spartacus, not me. What's with all this knowing look? What's that knowing look? All those command seals you're just fancy tattoos? Come on, use one already, you fool.
This may be the moment of truth, Mr. Masu. Forming a contract with an unruly berserker heavily means using command spells to keep them in check. You may not care for that idea, but it's something you will need to come to terms with sooner or later. It's frankly miraculous you've come so far without having to force your servants to obey. You know nothing more than respect your wishes, but I'm afraid that...
Hold up! Mordred, we're not going to make Sparta tail along just by forcing you to stop with command spells. All I'll do is just rot in place. Oh please, Master, whatever you do, don't use command spells on him. If you do, he might forget his own reason for leaving the throne to come here and help. Can you let me handle him, mister? I'm sure I can convince him to stop.
Who might that be?
How do you think? By beating the ever shit out of him. You see, it's legs and stuff that keep him going. Not just having a fight. He's not going to stop for anything. So if we just hit him so all their knees give out, and he'll get through his thick skull at knees, it's about as over.
Well, I'm quite certain that would be better than a command spell.
Positive! I'll give you the mortal guarantee.
I confess that even I can see the logic here.
Just let him duke it out. Don't worry about it.
What do you think, Mr. Masu? It's ultimately your decision to make.
Count on you, Mordred.
Hey, yeah! Don't worry, I've got this! I'll go with you. I think I may be partly to blame for the villagers' decision to join him.
You're sure, Miss Jinke? Would you rather be there leading the way? You're with him.
Truthfully, yes. I honestly kind of envy him for getting to materialize his berserker.
Perhaps he can throw caution to the wind and do whatever he feels like at a given moment.
No, because even though he's a berserker, he's got such a good master. As a heroic spirit myself, can't help but feel a little jealous at that. There's it, all down the fort. Borders all lifeline here. Just make sure you don't let anything happen to it. Leave it to me. I await your return. Okay, everyone, let's go bring Spartacus and the villagers back.
Running. Hey, Spartacus, you sure about this? I weren't supposed to leave our village's fields.
Yes, I'm sure. No systems, no ethics, no laws can stop one from walking about freely. One's path always lies ahead of whatever your own 2 feet take.
I don't know. We were taught that the Heavenly Emperor gave us these fields to get to love.
If the authorities wish to call this oppression love, then it's only right to return their love in the form of rebellion.
I feel you could have worded that better. I don't think I understand. What's a rebellion?
Oh, god damn it! No matter, you'll come to understand as we continue our walk. Now, to the oppressor's capital.
The capital where the Heavenly Emperor lives, huh? Come think of it, I heard it's got something called art. Art? Is anything like those poems Jinke has been sharing with us? I want to hear more, or a lot more poems. I want to see what capital looks like too. Oh, thanks for the hydrate and stretch, Lisa. And welcome to the stream. There's the hydrate. And here comes stretch. Good deep stretch. Anyways, welcome, welcome. Glad you could swing on by.
I want to see what the capital looks like too.
Well said, and let us be on our way, singing songs of liberation all the while.
Hold it. Do you really think we're gonna let you do this, you freaking dumbass? Don't think it's a touch rude to just wander off without so much as a goodbye.
If it is the antidote for tiramisu that concerns you, rest assured I'll bring it back after seeing those responsible brought to justice.
Spartacus is just ready to tear the antidote out of in Shenong, if that's what it takes.
If you doubt that I'm doing the right thing, then merely sit back and await my return. I must give Qin Shi Hung. I must give this Qin Shi Hung's oppressor the firm embrace he deserves. I already know the Emperor is at Xinjiang. All that remains now is to continue onward until I reach this great oppressor.
I see that you're with Spartacus on this.
Please stop this, Spartacus.
I can understand why you'd have doubts, Master Tiramisu. After all, you've yet to attain real strength for yourself. All the more reason why I must go, to show by example what true justice is. As such, I will not hesitate to crush anything that stands in my way, with true rebellious love.
Yep, I do. You ain't gonna listen to a single word we say. Yep, time for my genius plan. If we won't listen to reason, we'll just have to beat into him. Go on, Sparkus, let you and me hash things out. With violence!
ちっぽけな敵陣ですね。もっと持ってほしいものです。一人も
Why does she talk like this? Mordred? Okay, so the reason I gave Mordred that voice is because she's a rougher member of the Knights of the Round Table. I've given Artoria the sort of sandy voice, so I tried to make Mordred sound a lot rougher. I'm sorry if you find it displeasing. Damn, could not crit a single one that turn. L. Bruh. Not displeasing, just funny enough to ask. Ah, okay. Glad you enjoyed it. Boom, 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 boom. Bruh, that damage. Okay, okay. Alright, Buster. Invincible. And Mordred went down. Yeah, I figured he'd aim for Bargith that turn. Alright, Himiko's here. Use this. Alright, Bargith. Try to take down the self bar. I have faith in you. Hell yeah. You go, girl. Alright, next. Trigger this. Trigger this. Trigger this. I know what he's about to do. We'll make you invincible. And then we'll do boom, boom, boom. Drop the meteor.
Black Dog Galatine! Jesus!
Damn! Fucking roasted all of Bargith's HP. Bruh. Alright, let's do it like this then. We're about to buster this the fuck up. Boom! Good job, girls.
いずれこの星のすべてを私の庭に。
Oh. Mysterious Servant.
Mordred, I thought you said you were going to make his knees give out, or some such. Yeah, what of it? His knees aren't giving out at all. If anything, hitting him only gets him more fired up. Honestly, kind of creeped me out. Now what? Oh, that is so much fun, right? He's got weird fought out. The was he? I knew it. You're actually a berserker too, aren't you?
Surprisingly, there's never been a berserker Mordred. I know, you wouldn't think it, but I'm pretty sure the summer version is a writer as well.
Ah, what a thrill! This adversity, the pain! I can feel indomitable strength welling up within me!
You can do it, Spartacus! Why is Spartacus and the others arguing again? Beats me. I have no idea what's going on. This keeps up. You won't last much longer, Master.
So I'm glad Spartium are enjoying themselves.
Please be careful, Master. We're giving 38 degrees Celsius fever. Stop! Stop! This is no time for fighting. We have an emergency. Nessa? And Val, what are you two doing here?
What going on? You're supposed to be keeping watch.
Quinn Ling Yun betrayed us. She stole the border. Holmes told me to keep this thing safe. Spirit Ocean Graph. They really did take the border.
What the hell? You just let them waltz in, steal our own base. How can you let this happen?
Stop it, Mordred. Nessa wanted to stay and fight just as much as you would have. Holmes decided it was more important to make sure the Spirit Origin Graph stayed with Tiramisu.
Indeed, I imagine the enemy must have used the Shadow Border itself as a shield. A common tactic of oppressors is to respond to rebellion by destroying what the rebels wish to protect.
Hell you being so confident for? I thought you all worked out.
Unfortunately, we can't use the Spirit Origin Graph by itself in this lost belt. Without the ley lines responding, just isn't enough electricity to power it. I'm afraid not. Losing the border really is a tremendous blow. Even Da Vinci's tricks had to be performed inside it to work.
Shin Shi Hong, can you hear me?
We can. The entire land is our garden. No noise or turbulent then escapes our notice.
Thought we had a deal.
Indeed we did. And were we a god, our word would be absolute. But we are not a god, but human, the ruler of this land. Fully natural, we value our nation over a bargain. Thus now that we know that you are a threat to our people, we have no compunction about taking your shadow border and wiping all of you out.
A threat? What do you mean? Do we do something with the villagers?
We see you're either oblivious or unconstrained. Then you truly are disciples of Confucius.
Now I get it. 2,200 years later and you still haven't changed a bit. No, if anything, you've gotten worse. What do you mean, Jinkei? Qin Shi Hong's mad that I went around teaching people to read and write. That's why we're getting slapped with the Confucian label. Confucians? Confucianism's all about the 5 virtues: justice, courtesy, wisdom, knowledge, and benevolence. It excels poetry, manners, and entertainment. And Shi Sheng Hong, one tyrant that the emperor is, hates everything about it.
Our people live their lives in blissful ignorance. You and your Confucianism have led them astray.
By learning poetry. Yeah, that's a fantastic reason.
Confucianism's a malignant disease, and you, its epicenter, must cut out like a tumor, lest you spread further.
Are you truly so terrified of your citizens getting knowledge, tyrant?
Knowledge leads to doubt. Once people are trapped by such delusions, they inevitably begin comparing themselves to others, resent the world itself. Without such wicked individual egotism, this world would be paradise everlasting. It is through arrogance that our people live their lives in peace and health. And you, arrogant Confucians, would knowingly go about ruining that.
So what, you want to keep your people land and think so easy to rule them? Why would you even give 2 shits about that?
Confusions run rampant in your world. How long has it ever remained peaceful? Humans who gain knowledge inevitably come to believe they're better than everyone else, who lead only to war. All that creates is grief and sorrow. That is why such worlds cry out in agony, is to create a counterforce that form heroic spirits will shiver just imagining such a hell. You disagree? Go on, tell us how your world, so wonderful, ways people from all walks of life share mutual bonds of misery.
Well, you know what they say, misery loves company.
Please don't respond to him with the joke, senpai. We suppose you should have tricked you out of your shadow border. No more cunning means, but our disgust got the better of us. We must obliterate you and ensure that no trace is left behind.
Shen Yu. Woke up, but I'm gonna eat more listening to your soft voice.
Kaiju Zero, we have new orders for you. Destroy every last one of the Confucians.
As you wish.
Hey, Tiramisu. Should I apologize to you for taking pity on these people?
Not at all.
You should be proud. Right. That's exactly the path we made for ourselves. We own up our mistakes and do our best to make them right. It means we can compromise and even forgive each other. And that is the one thing this world will never, ever have.
"神への生贄にしては小ぶりではありませんこと?"
Oh, hi, Spartacus. So you were the mysterious servant for some reason. I just didn't want to spoil us in the fact that you were going to rejoin us. Kind of weird, but okay.
なぶ命令です。
Get him, Spartacus!
ちょっと味見をば。
Hell yeah!
何か平らで命令です。ちょっと味見をば。いいでしょう。眠って。なんだ。
There we go. Now we're ready. Maybe nighttime, but I'll still fight with all I've got.
この姿でいいでしょう。何を今さら食いるというの。
Time to bring about order.
その上で無自覚ならばあまはれる。軍人の
Oh man. Alright, Bargath.
この剣は傲慢たる士族の証。震えなさい。
Crush them!
何か
大事なし。
華麗に戦うぞ。
Do 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 do. Da da na 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 da 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 na 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 na.
聖者よ、汝を抱擁せ。
命令です。眠って。彼は得意。ちょっと味見をば。
Alright, Spartacus is down. Let's turn things up a notch.
ね、なぶって。任せて。水気が足りませんね。お軽すぎます。
Full combo and you still couldn't do much. That checks out. Well then.
世界の終わりをご所望ですのね。
You'll have to face this one's power.
シェルターでしたら
Only works for one turn, so we'll forego the Buster buff. Or the additional Buster buff in order to ensure that Himiko lives in the next round. Unless like she's hyper targeted this turn.
かしこみかしこみ恐れ多くはイザナギの国づくりの大剣のこれ
And
が私の
skadoosh. Nice hit, girl. Nope, he hyper focused on her. Alright, alright. So, first off, we're gonna do this. Second off, we're gonna do this. Third off, we're gonna rock our defenses. There. It's okay if Quinskaya dies now. That's fine. That's fine. And then we are just gonna go absolutely ham. Now first, lead with this so we can tear off that evade. Follow with Black Belt Galatane, and finish with this.
この剣が傲慢たる士族の証震えなさいブラックバック
Oh, Mitch.
鉄はスイッ無力だたまらなく
大事だ
Oh, he's not gonna attack now. Whatever works. Oh, he's got more lackeys now. Let's see. Yeah, we should try to do something a bit more aggressive then. The increase I've been getting for this has not been worth it in the story quest. So let's give you something a bit more practical. Someone's already using aerial drive. Making the Buddha stuff is tempting. Yeah, let's go with this. Halloween Princess. Behold the strength of a demonic beast set. Man, this thing's seriously tough. Vortex aren't even facing him. How strange. This strength is not due to hardware differences. Now, I see what's going on. He's reading our moves before we make them. Nor in my old man's intuition's this much of a pain in the ass. I'm sure it's no ordinary skill reading one's opponent clear to it's close to precognition.
I calculate that your destruction is inevitable. Resign yourselves, barbarians.
Bullshit! Yeah, I can really see a feature. You knew there's no way in hell would ever give up without a fight.
Indeed, that's why I predict you'll soon face further hardship.
Well, what the heck?
Allow me to assist Lord Shengyu.
Prince of Longling, Kuta, you're here too. This time, Master Tiramisu, I will kill you both.
Oh, here we thought you'd be sulky. Seems you have come to serve us once again at Kuta Hinago.
Now that you understand the threat Chaldea poses, Your Imperial Majesty, happy to follow your wishes.
Ah, now we see. Determined not to let Shengyu fight alone? How inconsiderate of us. Very well, have at it. Be warned, there's little time left. Do not bother killing them. All you need to do is hobble them.
Yes, good point. Understood.
Oh shit, these guys working together against the last thing we needed.
We can't afford to take our time with them, or we'll never catch up to the Shadow Border.
いいでしょう。身の毛もよだつ殺戮としびれるような興奮。どうぞごゆっくり。
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I can go ahead and trigger that. We'll reserve the other things. Boom, boom, boom. Let's try this. Alright, that's one. Awesome. Front line, wasted. I don't think we'll be able to perform the same maneuver against these ones. So let's do this. Alright, and then doom, doom. Awesome. Boom. Skadoosh. Alright. Handled. Them working together again is problematic. But not impossible to deal with.
Maximum overdrive!
大地の流血をも我は伊豆水気が足りませんね。ちょっと味がここまでよくこらえました。
その
どうよしよし。
They're just gonna buff themselves this turn, or what? Okay. I'm gonna put some protection on you. Make sure you live through this ordeal. Alright, full buster.
では参りましょうか。これが皆様の努力の結果。霊障巡行79式敵化大社伊豆中らセブンドライブ目障りですね。勝負が始めれば
There we go.
ここぞ勝機。
Moved all the debuffs. That's problematic. Damn, good thing I protected her. Jesus Christ. I got it out for him.
イノベーション始めます。はい、NSS サービスです。 もちろんお望みのままに。
I have an idea here.
イノベーション始めます。
I have to target them, but that's okay.
命
So
令
we're
です
gonna do
いいで
this.
しょう。最高品質でお届けします。
Alright, we lift off the Invincible first. Hell yeah.
スタンバイスライブゴー。派手にやっておしまいなさい。これが玉も重工の優秀兵79式玉もタンクですが。
その通
One hand, I can't rip off his evade this turn. On the other hand, I probably don't need to.
士族の誇りにかけて。
Boom, boom. Let's actually switch this, then boom. Alright, let's do this.
妖精さん拡大。いいとも見せてやる。ブラックドッテガラティー。こんなところ。
Alright.
どうぞ。よしよし。自由に振る舞いすぎたよ。
Alright, if lights down. Bard's taking heavy damage.
華麗に戦うぞ。火の負の
おいしい。
滅造さもななぶって。スイッちょっとオーバー。
Ah, Barth, he'll take this.
何か
Alright. Hell yeah, okay. Oh, I could do a full Brave Chain with Vargas here. Nah, it'd be wiser to go this route.
気は進まないけれど。
Oh wait, I can target him now. Awesome. Boom, boom, boom.
滅造さもな。
鏡。終点と宵闇を映す水面よ。この身に教訓を示したまえ。精神かたどる苦音の鏡。
Alright, Barth, do your thing.
拡大。
400%.
見せてやる。ブラックドッテガラティー。スイッ
大事なし
Alright, broke the next bar. Now for you.
平ら眠って太陽は死せり大星は来た
Fiery Meteor at
大地
300%.
の流血をも我は泉
Skadoosh.
死罪決あ咀嚼
Alright.
仕切り直す交代せよ
Alright, alright, alright.
士族の誇りにかけて
This isn't gonna be pleasant. I know he's gonna kill these two.
いいでしょう命令でして
任せて。
スイッ
Not unless we got some amazing. Oh!
戦闘もいいですが、夜会も嫌いではありません。マスターなのですから。
Get halfway through asking and you shall receive, I guess. I was saying unless we get some amazing crits. And then Himiko, with a 50% chance to crit, just fucking deletes the remainder of his still sizable HP bar. Jesus Christ. Way to go, guys. Hurry, get as far away as you can while Kaju Zero keeps the enemy busy. Yes, ma'am.
I must say, it's humiliating final hands so firmly tied.
Holmes, okay, I know Da Vinci probably can't do it because of the whole clone body and whatnot, but Holmes, you can phase through that, right? Well, what can we do? As it might be, the Shenanboard is still basically a car with a bunch of tires. Can't stop them from towing it. Oh, okay, they're not actually tied then.
I suspect we should be content with the fact that Nezza was able to escape. It's fortunate for us they were able to apparently completely ignorant to the Spirit Origin Group's importance.
Whatever you might be up to, don't bother. Try anything funny, I'll cut you down where you stand. Please. Fought with you before. I fought with those two before. They would wreck your shit.
And here I thought you were a proud warrior. I'm disappointed to see you resorting to underhanded deception and skullduggery.
Say whatever you want, Confucian. Your words are no more than wind to me. Now that I know your Confucians, I also know better than to trust anything that comes out of your mouth. We're not Confucians. I don't know what you call it in your world, but here, everyone tries to enlighten our peoples as Confucian.
Oh, come on.
What good could there possibly be in giving people knowledge? Making them read books they only confuse and deceive and delude, causing them to lose sight of what they're meant to be, to do the devil's own work. You rebels should be ashamed of yourself, sprouting ideals you don't really believe, agitating people merely to further your own ambitions. I can't stand people like you. We don't actually have any ambitions like that, though. We just share some things we knew while we were making conversation. You did it on a lark? That's even worse. You have no idea what will happen to these people you've tainted with your Confucianism.
What was that?
Enough. It is time. All of you, leave at once. Looks down, sees his defeated foes. After getting fucking decked by Himiko. Oh, well, this sucks. Himiko looks at the sky. Come on down here where I can fucking fight you myself. Then again, it won't be the first time I've leapt into space. That one scares me. We still have yet to kill the Chaldeans. He will not punish you for your incompetence in failing to kill them. You need merely wait for the next opportunity. Now go, or you will be caught up in it. Let's go, Prince of Longling. You too, Lord Shinyu.
Very well.
As you wish. What the heck? What are they all run off like that?
I don't like this. The Impressor is up to something.
Reviewing communications. There is little time left. I wonder... There's only one reason for the Emperor to order retreat now. Qin Shi Huang is about to unleash an indiscriminate attack that'll wipe out the entire area. Very good. Since you have figured out this much, I shall tell you what is about to happen. We have just released a payload from the Great Wall, altered its trajectory. It will strike your location in approximately 3 minutes. Are you freaking nuts? You overgrown tin can? You really kill your own people just to get to us?
Do not think so much of yourselves. Have it quite backwards. We only ordered our soldiers to cripple you, in order that you might also be caught in the blast radius as an added bonus of sorts. Then you did this explicitly to destroy this village? It is what must be done to rid our lands of Confucianism. Now that enlightenment has spread among the people here, we're left no choice but to nip it in the bud.
Accursed tyrant! Have you so little regard for the lives of your own citizens?
Silence! This land is our flesh, its people our blood. You could never understand the pain such an action causes us. But now it has been infected with Confucianism, and no choice but to carve out a piece of our flesh before the poison spreads. So this is Shen Shi Hong. Flee if you wish, but it's too late for the people of this village. Once you have turned tail and fled, be our guest to turn back and witness destruction of your Confucianism has wrought.
Damn, this bastard's crazier than I thought. I never expected murdering the entire Empire's own citizens to be more important than killing us. Mash, you want to do your shield thing? You know, the conceptual defense? No? Okay, yeah. I know we use it later, not just in Avalon, but we use it in Olympus. So I know it worked with the Ornatrix. But, I feel like you could stop that.
There it is now. It's so massive. It hits, I don't think anything will be left of this area.
What is that? An evil star! The most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor must be furious! So the rumors about stars falling on villages that reject the emperor's blessings were true.
This can't be happening. Why would the heavenly emperor be so furious?
Was it wrong of us to recite poems? Wrong of us to go to the capital? Maybe that second one, but I don't think dropping a fucking star on you is, well, in this case, like a fireball on you is the right response, but the first one is just completely uncalled for.
No, none of you did anything wrong. You followed your dreams in search of freedom as anyone would. I see now. Now I understand. So this is why I was summoned to this land. It was all so I could strike back against this great oppression.
Spartacus?
Tamasun, you've yet to become an oppressor. Now is the time for you to demonstrate your authority.
What do you want me to do?
Use a command seal on me. Use it and say only one word. Jump.
Now I get it. Crying warmonger.
What do you say?
We normally have no way to defend against or destroy something so utterly destructive as a meteor strike. But Spartacus' null phantasm changes to match what he's up against. The more powerful the attack, the stronger his resulting counterattack will be. If he can do that in the air, because the meteor's just means to strike, might just be able to destroy it before it hits the ground.
Whoa, what a damn minute! All you suggesting he fall up here and let the thing hit him?
Not to worry. Such tremendous adversary is perfect for showing off the strength of my rebellion.
You can't. That would be completely annihilate your spirit origin.
We won't know until I've tried. Regardless, there's no time to debate the matter. We don't have long before that wicked star arrives.
Senpai.
Jump, Spartacus! I feel it. I feel the power of our bond flowing within me.
He really jumped. That's no ordinary leap. It's being propelled by a truly massive eruption of magical energy.
Now is the time for my legs to rebel against gravity! Humans, open your eyes! Turn your gaze upward! This leap is a pinnacle of liberation is the irrational act that will triumph over this adversary! Or this adversary! The wings of freedom! If this star means to oppress the sky itself, then I shall become a star, a rebellious morning star that lights the world below!
You really did take it head on. No. Damn it, all he crashed right into it. It could deflect the something so it will get out. No, he was prepared for this. For an old phantasm beast, at its most powerful, needs to be at its most gravely injured.
Wonderful! This pain is honor! This pain is life! I can feel my love about to explode! War cry overload!
This can't be right. Where did these people get a surface-to-air weapon?
No, they have no such weapon. Must be the work of one of their heroic spirits. Remember this sight well, Hanjin. This is the true face of our army's new enemy. Ah! Incredible. The entire mass completely evaporating. I really did it! But where is he now? There, I can see him falling back, down. That big dumbass!
Oh, hello, rebellious knight. You catch me in those twiggy arms of yours.
Cut the crap! All the paper you stirred up, awkward jackass who watches you now. Can't you smash face first to the ground? Look in, supposed to at least land on your feet. Hell, you shouldn't be falling at all. You're supposed to land properly no matter what. That's just what we gotta do, alright? His wounds are... Yes, I'm afraid Sparkus' spirit origin isn't gonna last much longer.
Your words cut deep, Knight of Camelot. I should expect as much from the manliest man of the Knights of the Round Table.
Who you calling a man? Ain't freaking fair, saying shit like that at talkies. You're beat to hell. Nothing left for me to even punch you.
Go ahead. I'm sure your punch would feel most pleasant.
Are you gonna die, Spartacus?
Of course not. Spartacus will never truly die. Not as long as you keep the light of rebellion alive within your heart. That is all I ask, my friends.
Spartacus, I can't believe you did all that to save us. I'm not gonna cry. I mustn't. Spartacus, you never stopped smiling, no matter how much you hurt. Kid, I'm gonna get strong enough so I can smile through anything too. I can be someone else's Spartacus one day. As long as whoever comes after me keeps smiling, Spartacus will always live on. Now I got it. This is real rebellion. Something is wrong with the spirit origin graph. It's hot, very hot. Well, don't tell me it's broken! No, it's not that. It's reacting to the ley line. What? I thought it didn't work in this lost belt. That's it. Their prayers here now. Hope finally blossomed in these people's hearts, connecting this world to the throne of heroes. Yes, this land is no longer cut off from the throne of heroes. Heroic spirits have heard the wishes of people lacking their voice and are about to pay them a visit. This air seems familiar. I think I recognize these far-off mountains as well. Yeah, it would seem we've been invited to our homeland, although something seems off. I don't see a single sign of war anywhere, nor do I see anyone resembling a master. I suppose this means we've gone rogue, so to speak. Pity! I was kind of looking forward to this whole spiel you get to do when you first meet your master. Who gave you that accent? I don't know, it sounded right with this horse face. I'm just gonna roll with it. Well, now where do I even begin? Why do you look like that? What do you mean? How else would Lu Bu or Feng Xian look? I hope I pronounced that right. Maybe Feng Xian? What? Dude, you're a centaur. What happened to you? What about the heroic spirit could possibly be fit to summon alongside the great Qinggong than Lu Bu, the flying general? But you're obviously red hair. Lu Bu's a man among men, and red hair a horse among horses. Everyone knows we're inseparable during our adventures. I'm what they call an innocent monster. Oh look, a carrot. A yummy carrot? Where? I know it. You are red hair. Nonsense! I'm Lu Bu! And that was the point I wanted to be able to get to today. So with that, I think we'll end things for today. We almost reached 4 hours, so been going a fair bit. Alright, let's see. Wonder if there's anyone worth rating. How about... A few options here. Let's check, make sure Ian is actually going to be going for a bit longer. Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure they're actually going to be active for a bit before I rated. Okay, so we're going to actually do another first. Just like last time where we had a first of rating Azza, because they usually end before I do. Ooh, this time we're going to raid my friend Ina. So, with that being said, I'd like to wish you all a fond farewell, and thank you for stopping by. If you like this, of course, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because it really helps me out. Channels plugged for Ko-Fi and Throw, and I have those if you so wish to contribute. But, until next time, fare thee well. Now let's raid.